Yes.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. So excessive applause. Is this mic working? Yep. Feels like it's not working that well unless I'm hella in front of it. Pull that off. And they're not hearing shit out of this mic. Such a frustrating microphone. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, no. Not really. I just took the filters off, so now it's just going to sound bad. So, I mean, it's on, but it's going to be, we're going to hear everything in the room. I don't remember how to go into the settings and fix it.
Oh, I can figure it out.
I do it. I have to remember every time. Do you remember where to? This one?
I think so.
No.
Okay, no, go back.
It's the device
Go that
properties. There.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Well, now we have a microphone.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. This.
It's okay.
I know it is, but it's just I hate it. I hate it when it does it. It resets
Discord.
so often. Boom. We'll put the noise suppression back on. Boom. We'll put the noise gate back on, just in case something pops off in the background. You know, don't want it to get too nutty. Hey, what up, Elson?
Hi.
How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Hangout. It's not as dysfunctional as it seems, I swear. I swear. I haven't been keeping up with the news. I know we're waiting on a verdict for Amber Heard.
Yep.
How's everybody else out there doing? Let me know. I saw Justin here in the Discord. What up, brother? I saw those hammers too, dude. Those look sick. Is my mic not picking up in Discord now?
Oh, change the Discord settings.
I already changed them to make sure this wouldn't happen.
Oh.
Boy, do I hate this damn setup sometimes. Yeah. Okay, see, now it's on. What the hell? It's just Discord.
Oh, it just changed the input. It looked like to headphones instead of the mic.
I bounced it.
Yeah.
Between the two.
Oh. Okay.
Manually, I put it to headphones that aren't plugged in, and then back to the microphone that is. I don't know. I'm tired. Windows, fix your ish, man. Fix your ish. Let's see. I didn't end up doing a true crime in chat this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's been didn't have time. The day I had to do it, that was when the maintenance man was next door.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. This maintenance man. That's insane. First of all,
yeah.
The only thing I was told was Friday morning. I'm literally leaving the house. It's 9:30 in the morning. I'm trying to go to work. And he goes, no, not even that. I wasn't out of the house yet. I was still looking like a gremlin. That's right, because I had to put a blanket around me and
you never
crawl
look
out
like
of
a gremlin.
the fucking house like a.
If anyone's
gremlin,
looking like a mythical
something.
creature, it's me.
Whale. And he goes, "Hey, I'm just letting you know. I have to do some construction next door. I'm gonna be loud for a minute, but I'm gonna try to get done as soon as possible." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever, cool. I'm going to work anyway." But then I, didn't really think too much of it because I think I told you, because you were still asleep, I told you, hey, he's going to be next door, but he shouldn't be very long.
And I am exhausted, by the way. I worked like 2 different shifts at the theater the day and night before.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Yeah.
It was my day off.
Yeah.
Like, first day off, and a second I had been sick, worked, had a day off.
Yeah.
And he banged as loud as possible.
I didn't think anything of it after that because I just went out the door.
He went
to
all
the
day.
Office.
He went from 9:30 to 3:30.
I get to walk to work now, like in a good way. It's across the street.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's really nice. It's practically literally a stone throw.
Mm-hmm.
So walking is amazing for me. But I was productive that day, had a reasonable chill day at work. I come home, I swear, I had made a snack. I had changed the TV channel. I swear I went to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
TMI, but like I'm trying to paint this picture. I'd been home for like a good 45 minutes before he started chiseling again. So I come to the realization, oh my god, it's been like this since 9:30. I'm devastated. I'm devastated. I felt so bad.
Oh, my day
it's like,
off was
this
trash.
is so loud. I was there. I was here for like probably 30 minutes after that because I had to go back to work.
Yeah, we had to. I didn't realize also how loud it really was until I had to speak over it. Till we were talking to each other while it was happening next door. Like you had to scream
you
to hear
the TV either.
Yeah, I had the TV turned way the hell up.
Yeah, you had it turned up, so like I couldn't hear you over the TV, but I also couldn't hear you over the construction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it was insane.
I was like, oh my god, I hope it doesn't last too much longer, and I swear that was like 2:00.
Yeah, no, it went on for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
He came back through with just a hammer. Just what I'm assuming is a carpentry hammer, just hitting a brick wall. I have no clue what the hell they messed up in that apartment.
Okay, but then get this. I come home this afternoon for just a quick break and some tea. To this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through the whole weekend. Construction.
Yeah, he's still doing it. As far as I know, he's not done. It's past 3:30 our time, so I think he's done.
On the other side of the room.
Just like hitting the wall with a hammer.
But
he is. He's just on the other side of the wall. Mm-hmm. He was. I mean, it sounded like doing full demolition and rebuilding the bathroom is what it sounded like the other day. But I couldn't stream during it. I'm still not ready for a John Wayne Gacy true crime and chat. I've still not been present enough to have to be with the crew enough to have, I don't know, to make it be what I want it to be, make it worth the time for everybody. So I'm gonna wait till I can really nail the John Wayne Gacy thing to do another true crime and chat.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
And this was something that was beyond your control as far as the schedule was concerned. Because then I know there was like a random shift that came up for you at work too in that week. So the times that you did try to schedule to stream, they were taken by
press have to pay respects to people who weren't showing up to work's hours. Those are my hours now. So sorry, man. Those are mine now. You didn't work those hours. I worked those hours. You don't want to take them. I will be there to take them. I'm that guy. I will do that. I like that my boss, your coworker, knows that they can just kind of throw me into it now. Like, just sign me up. I'll be there. I live next door. It's like harder to miss a shift than to,
Yeah, like that's why that one time nobody showed up for the day shift for my department.
Oh yeah, it's like, what the hell happened here? And you're just able to pop in.
Well, they like,
all right, I'll cover it.
Dude texted me and was like, hey, I just noticed that it doesn't seem like the box office is open. This is like an hour and a half into it supposed to be open.
Jeez.
I was like, whoa. So I immediately had to just
Jeez.
Just get dressed and go.
Oh.
And I worked it.
Yeah.
It's like it was easier for me to take over since we'd already screwed up by not opening.
Yeah.
For me to just take it instead of offering it to someone, because it would have been pointless by the time somebody showed up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I would have
like, even if I had asked anybody closer, like, because I think my assistant lives close.
I'm pretty sure. Close enough to bike.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's no, I hate when it's super busy there. It's so crazy. People get so uppity and upset. I'm one of them. I'm one of the uppity, upset people. I don't like it.
We care.
Yeah, too much. I care too much. I'm from the hills. I'm not used to big, cool events. But I like it when things are slowing down at this theater, because I get to have shifts like I had the other night where it's like set up the theater for and then work security for like a wrestling event. And it was billed as Dia de los Luchas, but that wasn't really a luchador event. That was just some down-home wrestling. Mm-hmm. That was just some American wrestling. Like it was genuinely impressive.
It was just like American.
I noticed that in the pictures you posted. I was expecting to see luchador masks and didn't see any.
Yeah, I was expecting to have to be listening, like talking, like speaking Spanish all night, and I thought it was going to be a Spanish speaking event. Like I thought all the announcements were going to be in Spanish. I thought it was going to be luchadors and mariachi music, and no, not really. There was a Santo Diablo was the band. There was like a house band that played in between each of the fights, and they were a Mexican American rock and roll band that was like English and Spanish speaking. So even the band they brought was like a good representation of like the crowd. It was pretty interesting. But it was American. Like I will say that was just down home American wrestling. Big dude winning a ladder match with his homie. And fun time too. Like the heel turn, there was a fighter, like the dude who's the champion of this area's like wrestling alliance, used Amber Heard as smack talk, like to get the crowd to boo him. He was like, Amber Heard's gonna win this trial, and everybody booed. Everybody booed. He's like, Johnny Depp's a fat drug addict, blah, blah, blah. And the crowd was like, boo. Like, I mean, you would have thought they were going to take the belt from him. It was pretty hype. It was a pretty hype-ass night. I got to say, I've always kind of raised a brow and wanted to go see some, like, local wrestling events. And finally, I got to kind of just haphazardly work one.
Sorry, I have to make a super quick phone call.
Yeah. I was wondering why you thought you could stream. It's not 7 o'clock.
Okay, first of all, it's almost closing time. So I forgot about the idea of closing. So I just need, real quick, to double check.
I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, she hasn't noticed it's not 7 p.m. yet.
I'm trying here. Give me 6 seconds. Oh my god.
We work rather hard and a lot. So I'll give her smack. But it's, again, we work in a field where there's always something popping up or something happening or something that's got to change, or, Yngwie Malmsteen needs his ginger hand washed or whatever. It's always something, a crazy ride. I don't know, who knows? Who knows what she's dealing with? What's the most creepy haunted thing I've ever encountered? Ask Elson. Elson, that's a really good question. Most haunted creepy thing. I feel like I've been around a bunch of haunted, creepy stuff. I used to live in a hospice house. In what was a hospice house, bought by my in-laws, step family. My father and stepmother, my baby sister, and we all lived in this house. It was probably the most haunted situation. I didn't really believe in ghosts until I lived there. I lived there, and it was like a constant thing. We had it was a hospice house, so someone died in every room. I moved out of the original room in this house because I kept hearing breathing. I kept hearing like Darth Vader. Like I kept hearing breathing like a ventilator. And my father and stepmother were having issues in their room. They kept hearing stuff and they didn't like it or it felt weird. And so they had no problem swapping rooms with me. When we swapped rooms, there was really no more issues after that for our 2 rooms. The third room was a constant problem. Like the lights would come off and on, the headboard would fucking bend. It was like someone just bent the headboard one time. Like it was crazy. I've seen stuff fly across that house. The creepiest thing though, like the most like when you say like creepy haunted thing I've ever experienced, I had that experience with the ventilator sounds. And my father wanted me to load some stuff into the storage shed in the back of this property. So I took stuff to the storage shed. And I opened it up and there was still stuff from the hospice when it was a hospice house. There was still medical equipment in there. One of the things being a giant breathing machine. Because the guy that died in that room, turns out, was on a ventilator. Like I had to do some digging to find that out. But yeah, that was a whole, like, I wanted to puke. I felt crazy. Yeah, so I'm a bit of a believer in stuff like that. I definitely think there's something unquantified going on there with the afterlife, because there was something of those people still in that house, and it would become so tense and almost vicious that you could cut it with a knife, and right as you felt that, something would fly across the room without anyone touching it. Like it was the
electricity. Oh, you go.
Oh no, you're good. It was just the weirdest thing. You like, particularly like little decorative shit. Like my stepmom had like a bowl of like fake fruit, right? And they were like styrofoam with a hard like plastic covering. And one time I was in the den. I thought I was alone. The den is kind of attached to the kitchen, and I was looking into the kitchen and I just saw that fake apple fly across the room. So I got up thinking someone was fucking with me and was home. And just didn't say hi when I fucking yelled and when I got home. Nobody was there. And when I grabbed the apple, it was like still hot. And it had busted open, like the foam on the inside had like expanded. It had gotten so hot. It was like it had been microwaved.
The electricity in our body has to go somewhere after we're done with it.
Right? No matter is just, it doesn't just disappear. There's something else going on with perception too, I think. I don't know how to explain it. My father when the first ghost experience we had in this house was my father fell asleep in what would become my sister's room. Early on into us being there, like we hadn't unpacked yet, so he just fell asleep in this room, like grabbed a blanket and passed out in there. But he was like sleep screaming. And he kept saying, Clara, Clara, Clara. We don't know anyone named Clara. We don't have any family named Clara. We don't know anyone named Claire. I know someone from Claire from school. He doesn't know that person. Never met Claire, and he doesn't know any Claires. Like 6 months later, like a solid half year later, like seasons have changed. We are moving the oven to clean behind it, and we find an old pill bottle from when it was a hospice house for someone named Claire. And it was another moment where we thought we were gonna puke. We all turned pale. Like we were like,
that's a big no.
Yeah, we're like, no. And he was like, that bitch needs to stay out of my body. It got to the point to where I just started yelling at the noises in the house like they were roommates. We had a frequent one that my stepmom said that she used to hear when she was younger and would stay there. And that's somebody just pacing up and down the hallway that connects all the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you'd hear it all the time. But it gets like after a year, you just start yelling at it. Like I'd just say, go the fuck to sleep or fucking stop. Like we would just yell. Like we would just raise our voice. We would cuss at it. We would cuss at the ghost and they'd stop. Like we'd just be bigger energy and then go away. So sometimes I'll hear a bump in the night and still be like, what? Like, no, not gonna happen. You're not taking me out like that. I'm alive. You don't pay rent here. You don't clean the dishes. You don't do shit. I'm alive. You are dead. What you gonna do? So it made me believe in ghosts, and by the end of it, built a habit of talking smack to ghosts. We are around a haunted theater frequently.
That was kind of my thought this whole time.
It was the haunted theater.
I'm a little interested in the ghost hunter that is showing up at said theater.
Yeah.
Like as an actual show?
I want to know what he... Yeah.
I'm curious about how that's going to turn out if...
Did they really have a Bob Marley seance after hours after the Whalers show?
I don't know.
People kept saying that the people on the staff had a Bob Marley seance, or some people in some organization had a Bob Marley seance after the Whalers show in the theater. And by people, I mean a couple people I work on the cleanup crew with said that. And I had not heard anybody else legit say that was going on. I was like, surely I would have heard about that.
Yeah, I haven't.
Like that would definitely be on a Google Doc somewhere.
Unless the event coordinator said something.
How do you low-key set up a seance? You know what I mean? Like, what a weird witchy thing. Like, low-key set up a seance. Like, hey, you mind if me and some friends bring some candles and a Ouija board? After the concert? Like, they're not going to be cleaning up till the next day, right?
Okay, that's the crazy part is I think that was like a busy week. So
yeah, like it would have been
that night.
Dirty theater too.
Yeah,
when they did
crew was there that night. And they probably made the assumption no one would be there. Like what? So I bet here's what happened. They Googled it.
They Googled it?
They had to have Googled the theater, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it must be hella haunted. It was like wanting to screw around after the show anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, like that can't be just something that they do.
It is a notoriously haunted theater. Yeah. Like everybody seems to bring that up when everybody knew that I meet like in context with the theater.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it seems odd to have a seance for a spirit that isn't associated with said haunted place you're in, though.
That's why I think they were screwing around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I got a little glitchy for a second there, so I may have missed that part.
That's why I'm thinking if that did happen, like who
it wasn't for Bob Marley. They were just doing a seance.
They were probably doing one for Bob Marley, but not seriously.
Oh,
is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Like they were just screwing around with the Ouija board or something.
It would be fucked if I bump into the ghost of Bob Marley there. They managed to trap the ghost of Bob Marley in the theater. Like, look, we don't need any more ghosts. One of the ghosts here is racist, and I don't think they'd like Bob Marley.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah, a ghost fight. I want to know whose side Tuxedo Ghost would be on.
What do you mean?
The Tuxedo Ghost.
I thought the Tuxedo Ghost was the racist ghost.
No, those are two different ghosts. Racist Ghost is up in the balcony. Tuxedo Ghost is down at the stage. Tuxedo Ghost is a pianist that died in the early 20s. Right after the theater was built, he fell off the stage and broke his neck. Racist Ghost, I don't know the story behind that one. And nobody really talks about that guy. It just be like, people just say, nah, we've seen stuff up in the balcony. I don't know. It's hateful. It's hateful up there. It's hot too. Sorry, I cleaned the balcony today. It was hot. It sucked. It was easy, but it's just the desert, so it's hot.
Your manager is at the theater.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to call anybody. He would have just locked up.
Oh, yeah.
Ideally, it would have been nice to know that he was there because I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have honestly thought he was still there. He was there when I was there.
Oh.
So that's kind of, he must have a lot to get. He's just trying to knock stuff out, I think, while it's dead. Weird. Weird. We were thinking it was weird he was there, but hell, I don't talk to anybody. I don't know. I'm the phantom of the place. I'm starting to grow comfortable with that. I don't really talk to anybody. But hey, we're 30 minutes into this stream, lady. I'm getting a bong hit. It's going down. I don't have any weed ground up over here though, or a guitar pick. Can I bum off of your grinder? Mm-hmm. Someone started recreationally using flour in this recreational flower state. And seems like she's been digging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more cost effective. And a different experience, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So I did a tier list last stream. Did I tell you this already? And just everybody bailed. Everybody bailed. It must have been like a golf, like I turned on golf. Like I was doing a golf review. So I'm never doing that again. Oh, Elson has a paranormal experience. Hold on. So mine was encountering a dark demonic thing while ghost hunting. Whatever it was followed me home, and some nights would see my cat freaking out to whatever it was crawling onto my bed. Yeah. Her cat gets the zoomies around me all the time, and I can't help but think I have something around me. It's like half the time if I like come home with any amount of energy around me, that cat's like, and I'm like, there's nothing around me. There's nothing above me. What is your deal? But,
starts climbing all over the chair.
Yeah.
Gotta do those cleansing prayers when you get home.
Yeah, right? Like, I wait till I'm cooking and stuff. I should probably do something when I get home. It's a good idea. That's something I'm sure a Talmudic scholar would be like, why aren't you already doing that? Like when you leave the place you work and when you get home. Because you might catch something on that little 2-minute walk. These streets are wild out here.
For real.
The gun crime has been ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm pretty firm anti-gun lately. Yeah, I'm pretty over it.
We're in a college town, so like the kids are gone.
Fayetteville's kind of gotten wild here lately.
What? See, and I'm a little alarmed at the amount of friends of mine that are like looking for work or housing. Like, it's one thing to see a bunch of friends looking for work. It's one thing to see a bunch of friends looking for housing at the same time. Like, holy shit.
It's a totally different like play field out here than it used to be. I lucked out. Like, I am exceptionally lucky with managing a place to live and getting a job just like that.
Yeah.
Because, but I had 10 years experience at one job and all that, and so I kind of had that going for me. But a lot of people we know don't have that going for them.
Exactly. Like I'm a little worried about some of my friends that just kind of jump from kitchen job to kitchen job. Like, things are changing around there. I don't know. It also got weird looking for work. Like, I had no problem finding work when I was there last, but I can't help but think that I don't know. I see what you're saying. Like, it seems to be a whole different fucking game. It's a different game out here for sure, which I expected, but I watched it change from the types of jobs that were available when I first got here to now. So I know it's like everywhere is like that. And there's places with hiring issues, or I don't know, just a high turnover rate. Cause I didn't want to work after COVID. That shit sucked. Sucked working after COVID. Still sucks working post COVID.
It was hard bringing myself to go back to work, and I was working in the warehouse when I did.
Oh shit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't imagine things ever going back to being the way they were.
I did take a fair amount of time off. Well, comparatively,
Yeah,
more time off than I'd ever had since I started working there.
yeah. It's gotten crazy, gotten crazy out there. But I've been concerned for my hometown a little bit, just how dry it seemed. There's people who I've just historically known as having kept employment that are looking. Or it's like they went from something that was big time to one layoff at Walmart and now they're roofing. It's like, holy shit, dude. Ooh, Erica wants a V8. Erica saw the thumbnail. Yeah, I should have got a V8. I've been craving like Insurers or V8 Splash, like the fruit juice V8. Like
Really?
yeah, I've been wanting the old people drinks, the old people meal supplements. I've been craving them. I don't know why. My brain loves them. My brain loves them. I used to like drink an Ensure before I'd take a standardized test or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a bottle of Ensure is the perfect like morning. It's probably bad. It's probably got a lot of soy in it or something.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah,
probably.
definitely, probably a lot of sugar there.
Hello, Erica.
Sweet. Hello, Erica.
How are you? How have you been? I know I haven't really been around.
Hey, me either. You're good.
More so than me.
Yeah, kinda. Not really. I've done maybe what would be considered a week's worth of streams in like the last month.
Still something.
Yeah, I guess.
I've done a few, but I'm tired.
We've been hella busy.
I've stayed tired since I started this new job. And I know that I like kind of talked about it when I first started this job. Like I remember we were streaming. It's been a lot. It's genuinely been a lot. A lot to learn, a lot to get used to. There's such a culture shock, genuinely.
Yes, we talk about it a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, the culture out here is completely different.
Yeah. But it's I'm finding it.
Yeah.
Brack.
Yeah. Brack.
I'm finding it.
It is tough. It is tough. It's tough to find.
Is that just the back half?
We are from such a uptight place, and here's the thing: it's not that they're uptight because they're snooty or there's nothing else going on. It's that there's just kind of I don't know. I can't explain it. The low IQ people back home, they end up in jail or picking up trash in an orange jumpsuit in jail or lifting weights in jail. Like they normally end up in jail back home. People of a certain IQ, it seems like. And here, they just out here living, breathing, mouth breathing. Just out here, Sonoran style, baby. Hanging loose. Real loose. Yeah. Being out west has made me realize how monkish, prude, and uptight I really am. Like deep down.
I don't know.
That's how I
think it's
felt when I
more
went to California.
Yes, it's very much. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. It's just something to get used to. It's not necessarily like intellect, I would say, but
a little bit of it is
a tiny bit
on the street IQ is lower. I'm telling you.
Tiny bit.
The desert fries people down to one single brain cell. And they just stand in the middle of the sidewalk staring up at the sky. And this isn't homeless people I'm talking about. This is the mother of a family of 4. This is someone driving a sedan. Like, you know, that's the Sonoran style soccer mom. And she's not even like there's people who are here that it's like, did you get lost from LA and like 9 hours later you're like, what happened? I was on the 405. How'd I end up here? It's hotter here. Like, yeah, it is. What the fuck? Just people in the way. We live attached to the best restaurant in town.
Yeah.
Like, we live next to, like, a place that is in magazines good. Like, famous people eat there good. And by next door, it is attached to our building. Like, to go anywhere where we would want to go in town, we have to kind of walk past this place's front doors.
Yes.
And again, it is a popular, fancy restaurant. So it smells delicious, but some of the mouth-breathing ass people outside there just look like they look full on steak. Like they're half sweaty, like eyes glazed over, like, oh, what was that? Like, that was lobster and steak, homie. Go fucking get in your car. Get out of my way. I'm trying to get in the market.
Some of them do wind up like going over to the market, but they just stand in the doorway.
Yes.
Either outside or inside. There's no in between. Like they don't. It's either or. It's either outside or inside. It could be both.
It could. You could.
It could be both.
It's insane. The crowd outside of that place. Or just like as you're walking, they think they have the space to shoot out in front of you. So you would assume when someone cuts in front of you, they're going to keep with the flow that you're at, right? Like that's like common sense. No, in front of this restaurant, people cut in front of you and stop, and then 8 other people show up. It's like, the fuck is happening? Move! This is a public sidewalk, homie. I get you guys just had the best steak of your life and like whatever, but I live right there. I'm just trying to get home.
You know what's interesting is that I'm starting to notice that some of those people will get out of our way. And I'm starting to think it's because they've seen us more than once.
Yeah.
Because they go to that restaurant. They've been to that restaurant more than one time since we've been here.
Exactly.
So now they're like, oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Move.
Move. They live here. These are locals. We do get the local treatment now, which is nice. Yeah. Like, we have a market that like knows bounce. Us specifically. They know we want a bag because we're going upstairs. They know, yeah, we are a part of the community. Which... we got to see... oh, what up, Arianthi?
Hi, Arianthi.
We got to see a damn... this is Keep Moving. I do need a shirt that says Keep Moving. We saw a prairie falcon.
We saw a prairie falcon. Okay, we went, like, out to the pool. Mm-hmm. Got to just sit there with our feet in the pool. I'm not really much of a swimmer. And that pool has got to be hot in order for me to get in. I'm not a cold water person at all. I don't like lukewarm water. I can't stand getting into lukewarm water. It just feels cold.
Oh no, I got that Viking blood in me. Ooh, Justin probably knows what I'm talking about. I'll hop in a cold stream.
Yeah, we're just sitting there enjoying the palm trees that obviously are not native. And all of a sudden, this fucking bird just lands in one of the palm trees, and then we proceed to see like 1 or 2 prairie falcons stalking the hell out of us.
Yeah. Oh, Justin, prairie falcons are gorgeous. Okay, I'm used to red-tailed hawks back home, and I've nerded out about predaceous birds on this stream before, so everyone knows I'm a bird geek. Right? Like a low-down dirty bird geek. Like bird geeking. I am bad. I will bird watch. I'll be insecure about spotting a bird, have to go on a whole hour-long Google and YouTube video journey. Like, I even said to Lux on the way into the apartment, like, I thought it was a peregrine falcon. Mm-hmm. I was like, are peregrines even, like, native to this area?
They are.
They are. And it wasn't a peregrine. Like, it was still a prairie falcon. Like, but I said specifically, like, I think I'm wrong. I don't think that's a peregrine. Mm-hmm. But boy, is that a beautiful ass bird.
Yeah.
But we found, I don't think I can show it on the stream, but there's a video. It's the viciousness of nature. I'm sure we can.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was something like to do with personal stuff. No, you're just flat out talking about...
I forgot what started us on this, but this video.
Guys, trigger warning. First of all. Secondly.
Yeah. This is trigger warning.
Trigger warning, there's going to be some hunting. It's kind of a hunting thing.
I didn't know much about...
It's natural. It's the wild. These are wild animals.
Yeah.
What did I walk into?
But trigger warning.
Okay, so we've discovered prairie falcons, right? I thought this falcon was moving so fast over our building, like us just sitting in the pool looking up over, like it was passing through these palm trees so fast that I thought it was a peregrine falcon. And it was pale enough in the stomach that I was like, okay, white, black spots, tiny head, clearly a falcon. Like, it's eating some pigeon. That's a peregrine. Not a peregrine, it's a prairie falcon, but turns out prairie falcons are also hardcore. And I'm talking hardcore.
I don't know, man. I just came in and watched this duck get wrecked.
And not just wrecked, a prairie falcon will decapitate a mallard.
Yeah.
Holy
like
duck.
like watch this, guys.
It's very quick.
Bam. God, over.
God.
Over.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a mean bird. And there he is. Like, bam. Like, run off the whole crew. Like, no, I just want the one.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming to help him either. They're like, bye.
Yeah. Basically, like, it's unfortunate. It's nature.
But prairie falcons. I've fallen in love with a new type of predator bird, and it's a prairie falcon.
Basically, like, took so much of his head in one go to take him out. Like, that's crazy.
I want one so bad. I want to go to this Sky Island, Tucson, like, falconry experience so bad.
Well, yes, we can go to the falconry experience.
But
what do you mean
don't
I
own.
want one?
I want one so bad. If I could bait the one that's around the building to just, like, be my home. I know. Yeah, that was, I've had that look from a woman before about my predaceous birds. So
birds don't like me.
I'm numb to it.
Crickets don't like me either. Anything that hops don't like me.
Oh. Feels the same with horses.
See,
Erica, yeah, you like horses. Right? You gotta like horses. It's like in your blood.
Gosh.
Oh, what up, Alley Cats?
Oh, hey, Allie.
Hello, Allie.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh man, Arianthe, how are things going?
Hey, yeah, good. I just got home at like 4 o'clock this morning.
What?
Yeah, I started going camping on Thursday here locally.
Oh.
Got itchy and found myself in Colorado again.
I saw some beautiful photos of Oklahoma.
Yes.
Which, is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous state.
It is very, very beautiful. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah.
It's weird.
Allie dated a guy that was into falconry. Spooky, but kinda cool. Kinda cool.
That's so random.
I know, it's about the
Allie,
geekiest thing I could possibly
gonna move it. Yeah, the voice actress.
Damn straight.
Allie and I are starting our own cult.
Oh, hell yes.
On her compound.
Hell yes. I
messaged her yesterday and I was like, how do I move to Colorado? Where should I go? She's like, I'll talk to you about it later.
Will you hand me your little scrapey doodad? You little scrapey doodad.
Well, if my nails will let me. God.
I could probably watch predaceous birds jack up lesser birds all day. And yes, I said lesser birds. Or lizards, or mammals. Because look at these dragons. These sky raptors. Majestic. Friggin' majestic. Look at that one. See, I don't know. I like to have a relationship like I had with Palladus, my red-tailed hawk back home, where it's like you just kind of give him food and then he starts bringing you dead stuff. Like, it becomes a point where it's like, yeah, or he'll, like, in the wintertime, he just started posting up by my window and, like, screaming if he couldn't get food or something, like, if he was hungry. He just, rah! I'm like, god damn, dude, what do you want?
I have a parakeet like that.
He also wanted to eat my chihuahua I had at the time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
The little chihuahua was so cute. She was so loud.
That was a hawk riding an iguana. Why are they running with iguanas?
I think it's trying to eat the iguana.
Oh, well, for sure. I just forget that that's also a snack for them. Yeah, look at that.
It's like, that's fine. I'll just stand on you until you die.
Yeah, I'll take the free ride. Oh, he let
let
us
it
go.
go.
Listen, man, I can ride this out all fucking day.
Yeah, that's... Uh-oh.
You gotta get tired sometime.
I don't want to watch a cat and a dog fight a hog.
No.
I've specifically, gone out of my way to make sure that doesn't happen. I've specifically had a call from my boss on a property at work that was like, you need to feed your hawk. It's scaring the animals. No! I don't want to see these... that.
That's so good, Allie. I'm sorry. Random.
Oh, no, you're good.
She did take her baby to the emergency vet.
What?
Yeah, but she says she's probably gonna pull through.
Oh, yay.
It is kind of like live action Tom and Jerry, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, goodness. This giant eagle. Apparently he's going to pick up a goat. Stuff. We can't get involved in that. We just have to let that happen. This is... we have to just be on the sidelines like, whoa! there's no intervening in that. We're going to world news and hoping it's not all Ukraine and Russia.
It's gonna be all Johnny Depp verdict watch.
I was hoping, but I'm not actually seeing anything yet.
No, I'm seeing mostly Ukraine and Russia.
Yes,
Oh.
I was hoping to get maybe the verdict to happen while we were streaming. Wouldn't that be cool?
Right.
Oh, that would be so
They
nice.
show up after the long
I'm trying
weekend.
really hard not to stress about it, but I'm stressed about it.
Yeah.
It's not even my life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear Jameson's opinion on it. Because I am clearly biased toward Depp and the plight of a male that's been abused. So I'm Team Depp all the way, and I still feel like it's gonna be ruled that she defamed him. But
That's my hope, but I have to say, and I'll admit it right here, right now, on live air, when it initially happened, when reports initially came out, I was like, that sucks, but I guess you never really know a person, you know?
Yeah.
We all grew up with Johnny Depp, so it's easy for us to be like, oh yeah, he's Uncle Johnny, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But as time went on and as stuff came out, I was like, she's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. She's nuts. It was hearing her egging him. It was hearing how she argues with somebody.
Yeah.
That really got me.
I just...
We're gonna
There's a lot
deep
of-
dive it, but I'm going to while you continue
Sorry.
on. But no, continue on. I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna pull up what I'm talking about with the
There's a voice recording of her antagonizing and mocking him. And I'm like, listen, man, I've been in an abusive relationship. I would never do that to my abuser because I'd be fucking afraid.
Oof.
And this woman claimed she was terrified for her life. But yet, she's... Not only did she mock him, but constantly badgered him.
She's...
In her own recordings.
She's crazy, cry laughing. Which is villainous,
Yeah.
weird. I feel like the fact he put a ring on, I don't know. I feel really bad for the guy. I feel like, she had said something early on that Johnny likes feisty women. He had always said, and that
Yeah, she told his sister that he liked her feisty. Maybe, but I don't think he likes you cutting his fingers off.
Well, and here's the thing, and I hope everybody around Johnny realizes this now, is he does like abusive women because he was raised by one.
Right.
You can't help but crave that. You think that's
Well, that's where you
someone
find your
caring about
comfort.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're raised with a woman that's I'm like this because I care about you, it's hard to not see someone be a shitheel toward you and not, as crazy as it sounds, think they care about me. So I really feel for him with her in particular. Of course he married her, but like, man, I just wish there would have been friends around that could have said, hey man, like, think about it. I had a long-term girlfriend that all my friends made me think about, and I never would have married her. You know what I mean? Like, all my friends were like, you are with her for a specific reason, and it's because she's mean to you.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there was a lot of people that were like, I don't know, man, but he seems very stubborn.
Yeah. Yeah. There's probably no telling him shit. I mean, this is a guy who does the Hunter S. Thompson diet. You know, and
right, and he had security guards that were like, I don't know, boss, this kind of is not good, and he would, brush it off.
Like, oh no, that's just Amber, she's feisty. I like that.
There was a lot of protection for her.
Yeah,
he protected her.
What species of problem is this? Like, what species of blank is my favorite Johnny Depp quote. I heard that,
in a weird way, this whole thing is Hunter S. Thompson's fault.
I think I ranted about this on stream the other day. I feel a bit guilty. I might have just ranted about it to you, but
maybe.
Johnny Depp and his drug addiction. I'm going to just talk about myself as a fan, as a fan of Hunter S. Thompson. Mm-hmm. I feel like I enabled that man's drug addiction as somebody who cheered him on. He wanted to emulate Hunter S. Thompson, and I was nothing but okay with it. We did nothing but pay him to be a drug addict. Okay? This is a strange social form of enabling that only the hyper important and hyper majestic have to deal with. Like, it's not a typical type of rehab you got to deal with. This is Elton John problems.
Yeah.
Like we are. I feel anyway. I mean, I am complicit. I feel in Johnny Depp's drug addiction just by being a fan of it. And I was like, I'll not lie about it. I still get a kick out of watching the footage of Hunter S. Thompson and Johnny Depp hanging out together, knowing what they were doing together.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's easy for us to sit back and be like, I know they're on drugs, but look at how funny they are.
Yeah.
It's easy for us to dehumanize them, I guess, in a way.
Yes. These are mythical characters. These are majestic figures. This is Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix. This isn't humans, but those were humans too. Like, these are
our Falcors,
Yes, exactly. Like, and so I feel like the context of his drug addiction needs to be taken into account, and it needs to be expressed the way that it is, because his lawyers did a really good job bringing up the emails between Elton John and Johnny Depp, where Johnny Depp specifically thanks Elton for helping him get clean.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so many people alive on planet Earth that know what being a drug addict and that famous is like at the same time.
Right.
And normally you don't live through it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm glad the guy's alive. And I don't think his drug addiction I don't think he was a shit heel to anybody because of his drug addiction either. I don't think there's any evidence of him being abusive. He was late to set, but... Yeah. Late to set, but still helped people, was a Southern gentleman.
But it's Johnny Depp, you know? Like, I'll wait for you until tomorrow, Mr. Depp. You take your time.
Mm-hmm. Rich Buddy brings up Robin Williams. Robin Williams is one of those that if, it's unfortunate he's not alive to give his 2 cents on this situation, because Robin Williams is someone who probably has some excellent words on what it's like to be that famous and addicted to cocaine.
Yeah.
And the world is just like doing nothing but telling you that you're the best on cocaine. Like, it's I couldn't imagine dealing with that expectation, that being a reality for you. That and whatever your body's physically dealing with after having lived with Hunter S. Thompson. Like, he kept up with that man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, he lived with him.
You want to hear something funny?
Ugh.
Johnny Depp found the Rum Diaries and wanted to bring it to people. He wanted to make it a movie, right? It was Hunter S. Thompson that said, hey, there's this actress. Her name's Amber. What do you think of her? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at Hunter S. Thompson going, thanks, dude. Now we're here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was I genuinely, as much as I loved their relationship, love that film, love his writing, Hunter S. Thompson was a bad influence on Johnny Depp.
He was an awful influence, and something that wasn't talked about enough during the trial, and I think still isn't talked about nearly as much as it should be, is it is alleged, don't come for me, that Hunter S. Thompson knew Amber Heard through a coke dealer.
A coke dealer, and she was potentially a like a child groupie, like an underage groupie, when he would have met her, is the thing. And that was supposedly that was something that, you know, the conspiracy theory that Hunter S. Thompson did not unalive himself, that it was that somebody murdered him, that it's because he was writing about child trafficking rings, is the theory.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. I would not be shocked by that if that came out.
And then maybe she came out of that. And I will say she acts like somebody who went from prostitution to the big leagues, as opposed to somebody who genuinely earned their way up.
Well, she moved from Texas to California when she was 16, so...
Jeez. Yeah. She's kind of a... So she was maybe like a runaway teen kind of vibe. She gives me groupie vibes is the thing. And, you know, it's... When Johnny Depp says, how do you think she got Aquaman, sir? It's like, absolutely. And Johnny Depp knew the score. She's a groupie who, you know, she's going to cling on to you and you're going to help her along. That was clearly part of it, you know? And for her to use like the social climate of our times, right? To try to genuinely defame the man. But I'm going to play this, where do we? I have a little threesome. Maybe we gotta
change how we do things, and I want to trust you, and I feel like all
Amber Heard being crazy.
All the trust is gone. All the fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking...
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that. It's about that. It's not.
Well, on a plane, I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking participate.
I pushed you.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight. Really, when you split on me, how do you feel when I leave you?
She's telling him if he disengages, he's doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, isn't... Oh,
somebody
gosh, I can't
somebody
wait to dive
wanting physical confrontation like that. Like, wanting it. That is the context in which she's, like, her side of this argument is insane.
Most of the time, Rich, it's Amber who's recording.
Yeah.
Amber had been recording from the moment they started dating. And I'm going to add this right now because I was going to add it to the deep dive, but I feel like it's important to understand right now. This bitch had been emailing things to herself to remember since 2011.
Yeah, that's suspect as hell.
And if that's not some fucking Gone Girl shit...
Yeah. She's specifically was building a list to divorce this dude and take stuff. Like,
yeah, Erica, see, that's healthy. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to gaslight somebody into not walking away whenever they feel like things are getting overwhelming for them or out of hand.
Yes, you don't corner somebody or, like, at the same time guilting somebody for sticking around for being beat by you.
Right, Rich? She was creating content.
This is so, but yeah, she was creating, yeah. This isn't already.
She wrote an op-ed about it. She wrote something about it. That's why they're doing this right now.
Yeah.
That she finally did admit to. She admitted to it more than once on the stand in a little bait and switch. But
that clip of her saying she wanted nothing when it's clear.
Oh my god!
You wanted everything he was worth. You wanted all.
Yeah, now
of
the
it.
ACLU is suing him.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if they're suing him. I think they just sent him the invoice.
Yeah, they're just sitting. I
For
think
$86,000 they're trying to get from him for preparing documentation for this lawsuit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are they gonna have to double down backing up Amber Heard as their fucking ambassador?
Probably.
Isn't that gonna be awkward? Especially if she's
And
found guilty
gross.
of defamation.
It's gonna be gross.
Again, I see clear signs of defamation here and the intent to do so from the jump of their marriage, like recording stuff all the way back to 2011, and it's the relationships with all the other celebrities.
Yeah.
You know, the three-way with Cara Delevingne and Elon Musk, and her relationship with James Franco. Like, she's a groupie. She's a groupie. She got in with these people because of people she knew, and you know, interesting.
Oh yeah,
Ali,
she pledged $3.5 million,
And
and that's apparently the same thing as donating.
And I'll be honest, there's only one industry I know of that can take you from 16 years old in California to knowing Hunter S. Thompson in Colorado, and it's not acting, and it's not prostitution either. It's marijuana. So
yeah,
what did she come out to Cali for? What did she even do when she first showed up here? Like, is she just one of these kind of like runaway, like? She strikes me as somebody who would try to be the queen of the pot farm. You know what I mean?
In one of the recordings, she says, "What are you going to tell everybody, that I was a stripper?" And he's like, "No, you trusted me with that." So I was like, "Oh, bitch was a stripper. Okay, but be honest, babe. Make your money. I don't care what you did, but don't be an asshole about it."
And how do we know she wasn't lying to him about that?
Right.
You know? And stripper, you know, I don't know. I've heard a similar story from a girl again on a pot farm. She strikes me as like a couple different characters I've met in real life. And yeah, I don't think it was stripping this girl was doing, but I definitely think it was sex work.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
And you know, again, when you're young and making your way, who knows?
She took advantage of a system, right? Because she wrote the op-ed talking about powerful men in Hollywood and how, you know, she tried really hard to take advantage of the Me Too movement while also being a part of the problem.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean,
She's gonna end up Me Too'd. Like, there's gonna be
yeah, and in this case, it's not Me Too. It's just her. It's just her.
Watch when somebody from, I'm talking the C-list, shows up and is like, I remember Amber Heard when she was 19 years old. She stole my fucking wallet. I took her to my hotel room. I shouldn't have. We slept together and she stole my wallet.
I mean, you have teachers that are now coming out talking about her.
Yeah, she seemed like she
Old
was
teachers.
Really
one of them came out and said that her sister Whitney had come to school one day and told her teacher that Amber had dumped out the dog's water bowl and filled his mouth with hot sauce.
Damn.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Damn. See, she's nuts. Let's hear some more of this crazy shit.
I went to the other room, you said.
And getting me a room, getting another room at a hotel is just the same thing.
When did I get another room at a hotel?
You text Steven or Nathan in Toronto to get you another room. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is, but run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no.
She upspeaks to infantilize herself.
Yeah.
A common tactic. But then when she's actually seriously seething mad and wants you to know, she holds on to a word in the way she's pronouncing it. It almost sounds like she's holding her hands out. Like she's like, and you run with it. You run with it. Like
she's talking down to him.
Yeah.
The way she antagonizes him, I'm like, man, if this is a woman who's scared for her life, I don't hear it. You know?
It's just so interesting again hearing her argue with someone like Johnny Depp who has one tone, and that's Johnny Depp. You know, like hey, what up, John B? You know, like Johnny Depp he's just responding with, you know, like, what hotel room? Like what are you talking about? And she's, you know, going up and down, like from seething anger to infantilize, like upspeak, like, oh, I'm a cute girl now. Oh, I'm just a baby that you're hurting. is like in
I
her
love the
tone.
way he sounds in the. I'm sorry, in
Oh,
the Vegas movie, the Fear and Loathing. He has that tone
Oh,
when he's
yeah.
like, don't take any guts off.
Yeah, he sounds like Hunter S. Thompson. That's I was actually just talking about that in relation to drug addiction. If you should rewind and check that out if you just popped in, John. Later, not now, but later.
Yeah.
Let's hear some more of this lady be crazy for a second.
No, tell him what just happened.
Why?
And that you
Hey, I
punched me
just
in the
want to
fucking-
tell you one thing, and I'm going to take off again, but there's the first chance I've had. I'm off work, man. We've been swamped, but anyway, it's a good thing. Though. Making money is always a good thing.
Hell yeah,
But,
hours. Yeah.
Thursday, I got to go down. Got to go back down to the X's. My daughter's graduating, so that's going to be cool.
Congratulations.
But anyway, yeah, no, definitely, man. We thought it'd never happen, man. It was like pulling teeth. But anyway, she was a worse student than I was, if you can believe. But anyway, she's doing good now. Just wanted to say this, not repeat the story, just tell you what happened. I went to write you guys an epic, and it actually said on Discord here that I used too many words, so I had to take some off. Now, what I thought I'd do, I thought I was really, really smart, and I said, I'm not going to take any stuff off these people. So I went back and I peeled part of the story off, okay, and then stuck it on a separate thing, like on the next entry, the next line down, and that way I figured I'd kind of sneak in the whole story in two parts. That was my intention. Unfortunately, I hadn't really much control over where you make the break at, okay? So then I had to get to work. So I couldn't go back and check out, see how that worked out. So some of you who might have bothered to read it might be going, is this guy drunk again? Because you might have had the beginning of a story, it all started in 1966, and then all of a sudden, two paragraphs down, it goes, it all started in 1960. So I don't know, but just ignore that. And when you have some time, I will give you the real verbal version, which is always more interesting than when I write.
Hey,
okay?
if you're free right now, go ahead. Tell us what you were trying to communicate there, because I read that, but I didn't make too much sense of it. It bounced all over, and I was a little bit worried. But then I realized maybe it was just some textual.
I figured
contextual.
I knew I knew I needed to come to you here about something that they never been able to accomplish. Like you watch a Seinfeld, the whole episode is about this sort of thing, and I never get a chance to straighten it out. And believe me, guys, that is what keeps me up at night, laying in bed, going, "Those guys are gonna think. These guys are gonna think. Those guys are gonna think." And they tell me not to worry about stuff like that so much, but I can't help it, man. I want everybody to like me. I want everybody to accept me. And, it just isn't going to happen. There's always going to be some asshole out there who's not going to like it. But it doesn't help when you put these weird rantings and it doesn't even make sense to you reading it. Okay. So
hey, no worries. Just real quick, just so you know, I know I'm not the only person here that feels the exact same way, brother. We all care a bit
not
about
enough to make
how people feel, so.
Yeah.
I don't want to go drink about it, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
But I have in the past, right? And that's always been my thing. My go-to is like, yeah, they don't understand me. Give me another drink, So and that's okay, But now I've learned how to. If you can't go back and straighten it out like I'm doing right now, or attempting to, if you can't do it that way, well, I don't know. But does this thing still have the visual capabilities?
It sure does.
Yeah, how do I do that? Let me see. Because I want to show you some stuff, and it's better if I show it to you rather than try to. But you know what? Fuck that. Hold on. Let me just give you this. So I get the hell out of here, okay? Because I am not gonna dominate your. You guys are talking about Johnny and good old Amber there. I've been following along on that too, and I discovered a lady through the same way I discovered you guys. I discovered a lady on YouTube that I want to have as my next ex-wife. Okay. Her name is Emily. She has purple in her hair, which is my favorite color in the whole world. And she's a lawyer, and she does a show, and she follows this whole thing along, And she always says at the beginning of every episode, and I like the cursey words. And I went, oh, I like her. So I've been watching that, waiting for you guys to do something else. I'm like, oh, where are these guys, man? Goddamn. But and then when you do something, it's usually like 2 a.m. my time. So I'm out cold,
Yeah.
And So that's the whole thing. And really, there's not much to tell you, believe it or not. Okay, as much as I've sat here and said, "Oh, I got some tape, get some tape," it's not that big a deal. And if you have a lot of folks who weren't on here back during the laundry crap, okay, and the way we all got together, sort of, and met each other, you might have new people. In fact, I've seen you did, and they might say, "Who the hell is this guy?" Okay, and I met you guys through that Brian Laundry stuff. We all started talking, maybe a little too much, and things worked out. And so anybody who doesn't know who this is, I'm John, and I collect model kits of monsters and starships, and I am in a alcohol recovery place in North Carolina, and I just started calling this show, and we became friends. Okay, all of us. So you can be friends too. How are you? Anyway,
Dear
so
friends,
that all being
yes.
said, that brings you up to date. Okay, if you don't know who this is, that brings you up to the fact. So I've been here, and I've still been doing my thing, and I got behind on the rent again, but it worked out great because they took me aside, and the guy in charge said, "Are we related?" And I said, "Not that I know of, sir."
Oh.
And he goes, "Am I running a shelter here?" I said, "Not that I know of, sir." And where's he going with this? And he goes, "Well, when you don't pay your rent, you're stealing from me, basically." I went, "Oh, no, sir. No, it's not like that." This time I wasn't even aware that I was behind. It was like my phone was turned off. I had no way of calling up and finding out my balance. I'm trying to guesstimate, which, I've got about as much luck as, Johnny Depp on a bunch of Quaaludes. So I'm sitting there going, okay, let's see. I bought a pizza. Pizza was $6, and blah, blah, blah. Carry the one. I should have about $150 on there. Okay, we'll go with that. And it turns out, I had like $17 on there. So I can't guesstimate. So it got me behind. Now I'm in there getting hell. And he tells me, "You're lucky I like you." I said, "Yes, I am, sir." And he said, "When we have the money?" I said, "Friday." And I did, and everything was fine. Okay. Meanwhile, he said, "Move out of that house I was in," which you guys have seen my room before, and I'll show it to you again, actually, if we can get it on. But I brought everything over to the house next door, and instead of $165, I'm only paying $130 a week, right? It's a good deal, and that gives me more money to buy my stupid crap. So it's a win. 70% of the room I was in is taken up by bedding. I don't know why he has every bed. I guess we can have any size person come in, right? So it's got this king size bed. You have to kind of scoot around it like you're in an aisle at the movie theater. Right? Excuse me, pardon me. And
Wild.
And I had not as much. I didn't have as much room to display all my goodies, right? And I still want to show them to you guys. But anyway. So, because I've gotten some cool pieces, dude, since we talked last. I found a store that had everything from the early 2000s, man, and the store was full of it. And they said, "Yeah, we're trying to get rid of that." And I was like, "You are?" So I got some good deals, but I'll talk about that later. I don't want to jump around too manic. Okay, I know I'm bouncing around, but hold on. I'm going to calm down. Remember how Johnny was doing it in court. So what happened next was, okay, I moved into this cheaper room, and it had just a regular little size bed. And I said, "Oh, we're in heaven." Gave me 3 walls to work with, right? So I bought more shelving from Walmart, and I've got all my models on there. I found some more. I found a giant 3-foot model of the Enterprise that I haven't had since 2003, and I got it for half of it. Yeah. So, and again, I'll show it to you. So, did all that. And
we're talking original NCC 1701. We're talking Kirk and Spock Enterprise, right?
Yes. Well, yes, technically, but we're talking about the refit from the first motion picture.
Okay.
Which is still the thing.
I just showed Lux the other day that long ass opening shot from the motion picture, that the first reveal of the refit Enterprise, like 5
around.
Yeah, it's like a 10-minute long sequence.
Yeah,
We really should, Allie.
It's called Star Trek: The Motionless Picture. That's what everybody calls it, and the slow motion picture. But when they're flying around the Enterprise and the little work bee thing, man, and he goes, "Think of it, Scott." And by that time, we're snoring. But anyway, so, but it gives you some great reference material when you're trying to do the ship. And so, so I'm in the process of building that. But I also am working on a werewolf that from The Howling, because I found one of those for $25, man.
Whoa.
And when this thing came out, a company called Screamin' put it out, and they also do an ash that I have from Army of Darkness. Anyway, see, man, you guys are getting me on. Let me go back to the story, and we'll talk about the models in a minute. And maybe you can show me, like you used to let Zemi I think his name was, used to let him cook for you and he'd be on the camera.
Oh yeah.
I would like to do something like that for like 2 or 3 minutes if you could allow. And I will take you around my room. It's not that big, and show you some of these kits. And the people who don't know me will go, "Oh, that's cool. He does those things." And the people who do know me will go, "Oh yeah, he's doing more of that shit." Okay,
Yeah.
so let me get back to the
Ollie's
story.
right. We
'Cause the
should definitely
story-
plan a catch-up stream.
We should do a catch-up
Hey,
stream. I'm down to any time, by the way. And yes, John, absolutely. I want to do like I think it'd be cool too to just get some B-roll of you. Like, I wish I could set up a time lapse of you like assembling the Enterprise and use that as B-roll for me just ranting about Star Trek. Like, I've
Well,
probably.
Let me go back on this. Let me
Oh,
go back here for a second. I actually lost the Discord, right? Yeah, I lost. What do you think it's called? Anyway, I'm acting like I'm drunk. So I lost the Discord because I wanted to download something. It was a couple of books, and it said, "Well, you got to free up some room." So I said, "Well, I'll take that off and I'll put it back later, right? Take any guff off." And they said, "Well, you can't have that back now." And I said,
Oh.
"What?" And if it wasn't for Ari happened to be on my Facebook, thank God, I was like, "Oh wait, she's here." So I ran over and found her and said, "Get me back on there, please." So and you guys are probably going, "Why did you do that? Why'd you get him back?"
No.
No.
So here I am. So the story is this, okay, and I'm gonna keep some of it on the down low because you know where I'm at. But we had, okay, the lady who, going way back to some of you newer people, you're gonna go, "What the fuck is he? Who is this guy?" Okay, I was accused of still having THC in my system for months. Okay, after I started residing here. Okay, they have urine tests every week, and some of you have heard this before, but just bear with me. So they have urine tests twice a week. Now they've cut it down to once a week because the cups started becoming phenomenally expensive. So after you've been here a year, which I've been here 14 months now, you're supposed to not have to do it anymore. And yeah, and I really don't, but I actually have gone. Well, I don't want to give away the lead, but I went full circle to where I'm actually administering these things now.
Oh,
Is that not crazy?
that's
I
cool.
go from being. Oh yeah, I've been. Believe me, the irony wasn't lost on me.
Huh.
Matter of fact, when they asked me to do it, I pulled out the phone and made a little film. And I told the other guys, a friend of mine, I said, "Don't worry, I'm not putting this on Facebook. This is to send to the family." And I sent it to the ex, and I sent it to the kids, all of who I called that night when I was tears in my eyes, going, "I think they think I'm high."
Yeah.
And
I just
people.
real quick to expound upon that. I'm really proud of you for having moved up in even that particular system. As silly as this sounds, you what you've done is you've become a part of your community. You've become an essential part of your community. My father, when he's moved through different rehabs, different things through being locked up and having lived a rough life, he always ends up with, he's either a trustee or this or that, or the guy who's, he goes from having to take the test to administering them. And
it was just.
It's
I
important.
sent them.
It's an important thing. I'm proud of you for that. It's hard to.
Thanks, man.
Well,
the thing that really hurt was the night that it was all going down. They had accused me, and again, for you newer folks who don't know the magic of jar. The deal is that they put me in this thing called a council meeting where people here in the network sit there in the community and say, "Well, yeah, I say he goes, I say he stays, whatever." So luckily I stayed, but it was of no thanks to the people that run the place, because the man who owns the place, the man in charge, he likes me, thank God. And he said, "I don't think he's doing anything." But the chick, she pulled out this book with all these numbers, and lucky for you, I can't remember them all, what they mean, but they're basically amounts of different things in my body, and you're supposed to be, let's say, 425 on THC, and I was like 428. Okay, not that big a deal. So the dude says, "That doesn't sound like it. Why am I here?" He wanted to know, and she goes, "Well, I'm sorry, I don't believe you," she says to me. She goes, "You've been doing something. Whether you bought that stuff at the gas station or whether you've got real weed, I think you're doing something." I said, "Well, I can assure you I'm not." And then it came out that I was going to the plasma place, right?
Yeah.
And they said they didn't believe that because they said nobody from here, when they give this address, is ever accepted in the plasma. I said, "Well, I can answer that for you." I said, "I arranged all this when I lived in Raleigh." I'd never been here before. I said, but I'm in their system. It's the same place. I just use my Raleigh address. So they're like, okay, maybe you can explain that one. And then they said, so what are you buying with this stuff? And at the time, I said, to be honest with you, I went around the corner to this flea market place or antique store, and I found these 3 action figures from Planet of the Apes, which is my all-time favorite film, and that's what I bought. And the chick actually says to me, I would have rather you told me you got high.
What the hell?
And I didn't say anything, but in my head I'm going, are you nuts? So even my sponsor who was sitting there, that helped me out a great deal too, because he lived here too. He said, well, I can vouch for the fact that he's doing his steps and he's going to meetings and all that. So they asked the council, which is just us, and the people said, I don't know John that well, but I really don't think he's doing anything. Well, the chick's boyfriend, who really isn't supposed to even have a say in this, because let's put it this way, and I don't mean to be crude, but all they call him, okay, nobody respects him. He's an veteran. He's an Air Force dude. And she got him pretty much 2 months after he was out of a program. And everybody refers to him as the guy who's fucking Megan, pardon my French. And nobody respects him. So there's the guy who's fucking Megan sitting there telling me, well, John, when I talked to you one time about this stuff, you said you primarily did the Delta 8, which is that artificial weed and the little vape pens, You can buy it anywhere. It's legal anywhere, even where weed isn't legal. So that's what I've been doing. But I only did that when my son and I couldn't get a hold of real stuff, right? So meanwhile, I've got a picture on my phone of my son and I sitting there, shit-eating grins on our face from back in like January of last year, and 21. And we've got this pile of weed in front of us. And I said, I can show you this. I said, Adam, you're making a mistake, man. And he thought he was like catching me in a lie. And he said, well, you seem to tell me that was your preferred. I said, who would prefer fake weed? Come on, man. And the rest of the people were looking at each other going, oh, yeah, you got him, And I said, yeah, why would I prefer that? I said, I prefer the real thing, but I would do this when I couldn't get the real thing. So he goes, well, all right, whatever then. I guess we should give you a chance. Whatever. And they grudgingly said, yeah, go on home. So I'm still here. Okay. So we get to flash forward, thank God for you. A number of months later, that was last year, and I've been here ever since. So earlier in this year, like back in February, I caught my year chip. Okay,
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. And it was tears everywhere, man. They let you make a speech on that one, which me, give me a chance to make a speech, But I didn't really want to say too much. But I said, well, when my daughters started calling me Frank Gallagher from Shameless, I knew it was time to do something. Okay, and people chuckled. If you saw the show, people who saw it were chuckling, and the people who didn't, you could see they were looking around like, who's Frank Gallagher? So anyway, and then my daughter was crying because she goes, we did call you Frank, man, because you were just fucked up, man. We were worried. But everything's cool now. It's a happy ending. So the chick who had accused me of being high and everything, she brought an ice cream cake, which I can't eat it because of lactose, But I said, well, my daughters will eat my share. So they sat there and, she met the guy in charge here, and Bill, and he said, oh, we love your dad. He's a delight, man. Which I said, oh, Bill, you never told me that. And he goes, no, I'm telling her that. I'm not telling you. So, it was a good time.
Yeah.
And everything went. So I've been working with the dude. Now this I've told you since I talked to you last. I've been working with the guy at the kitchen in the Italian place, and I'm still doing the dishes, right? But I'm getting to the point now where he's having me come in earlier and earlier to prep stuff like, grate a ton of cheese. I'm talking about pounds and pounds of cheese, grade that and do this and set up meatballs and great stuff, and I'm getting more and more into it. And I used to enjoy culinary before I discovered science fiction. So that's something I wanted to do.
Yeah, hey, as someone who's also a fan of the culinary arts, my man, I feel you. It's nice getting trusted to do those bigger prep shifts too. I will say it sounds like you're crushing it. Year chip and being trusted in 2 different fields to be a member of your community, dude. That's pretty good.
Well, see, Steve Martin said one time, he goes, when you appeal to more people, there's more money involved. So, and I thought it was pretty funny. But so going back to the treatment, the program and everything, that's the important focus of the story that I was trying to relate to you on paper the other day, and it didn't work out. So I'm going about my business. I'm going to work every day and yada yada. So I had a period where I was just getting started with this guy, and I still could have used another job. And I had managed to get about, I don't know, 350 behind again. And I didn't realize it, but I told you it was because I was having to use my phone to figure out and guesstimate how much I had, and so I got behind. Needless to say, 'cause my math skills suck. So he has me in there. He tells me off. He's ready to throw me out, and then he goes, "You're lucky I like you." He gave me to the end of that week, and I had the money for him. Meanwhile, I was kind of stressing about it, though. I said, "I'm just not making enough money with Oliver at the restaurant. I need something else." So this guy said, "Hey, man, you need something else?" And he's the guy who named me Johnny Shoes, which is another whole story. But he was a guy here, and he sounds like he's from New York. So he's like, "Hey, Johnny Shoes, what's going on, Johnny Shoes?" I'm like, "Hey, Joe Pesci." So he called up right in front of me. He goes, "Hold on, John, I got you." He picks up the phone. He says some things. He goes, "Tomorrow, go down here and talk to this guy, and da-da-da-da-da, you're in." I went, "Shit, okay, thanks." But it was a 4-mile walk each way, and we had a couple of nice days back in February, March, whatever this was. And I walked down there, and it just about killed me because I still had the pacemaker and defibrillator. And it just about killed me. It was washing dishes for another Italian place, but it was 4 miles away. And at nighttime, when they let you out, there's no buses running. You're walking down the street at 11 o'clock at night, and they tell you, "Don't get off of 3rd Street." Okay, if you go off of 3rd Street, it's all Crips and Bloods, and it looks like a Batman movie down there. Okay, so I'm walking home, looking over my shoulder and shit, going, "Oh, this sucks." And so I did it for about 3 days. I finally show up one day. They work me from 4:30 in the afternoon to like midnight. Okay, and I'm in there about 8 o'clock at night. And they go, "John, come here a minute." They go, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, why?" And I'm dying, man. I'm dying. I've already walked 4 miles. Now I've got to work for 6-7 hours. So I go, "Yeah, fine. Why? What's up, guys?" And they said, "You look like you're going to drop dead. We can't have that. No offense, Dad. You're coming in and hand me a $50 bill through."
Yeah,
So
but we're not trying to get sick too, brother. Get out.
Well, they don't want to have me dying and having a heart attack. They're saying, it's going to have a bad stigma. So I said, "Okay, fine." So I said, "Well, appreciate the opportunity." So that didn't work out. But just about then, as if magic, okay, things work out because Oliver started needing me more and more and more, and to the point where now I'm getting 36 hours a week,
That
I was
is
getting like
good.
10, Okay, so now the job's good. I'm paying my rent on a weekly basis instead of a monthly, and the ex is still sending me my disability because she's the payee because they know I have a history of drugs and alcohol and all that good stuff.
Damn.
So talk about being on trial, man.
I just,
Yeah,
I've recently, just to kind of add into your story here, man, got, had the full repercussions of a divorce hit me by way of like, ex-wife baby mama is tried to fix her financial situation because her credit score was crap before we even met, and it ended up getting me garnished. We're not married anymore, so I'm like, what the hell, man? So I feel you, dude. It's just the way the government works. Sometimes it's like, okay, I realize this is for the best, but god damn it, man.
Okay, but see, I did that to myself too, because when I was sitting here, I said I could care less. Back in last July, I said I could care less about my credit. I know my credit sucks. I don't even want to know what the number is. If 600's good, then I'm like probably 10. So they, I've had terrible credit. So when they send me that ad that I can get this credit card, I'm pre-approved. I said, okay. And I said, you know what? This won't be connected to the wife. This won't be connected to anybody else. I can blow the shit out of this. I can go buy a bunch of toys, and it doesn't matter. I said, no, maybe we should keep it for an emergency. And it's sort of like that Steve Martin bit on Saturday Night Live where he was playing a medieval judge, and he goes, maybe we should have a jury of our peers. Maybe we should have 12 people. No, 13. No, 12. Forget it. So I said, I'll just keep this as an emergency, right? In my back pocket. Yes. And I said, well, wait a minute. After I got the card, I said, you're not having an emergency. Your job is fine. Your rent's paid up. Let's go get something. So I went and I said I was just going to buy one model. 2 weeks later, I burned that card up. Okay. Then the ex is calling me, telling me, when did you get a card with Capital One? I said, a couple weeks ago. It didn't matter to me. I mean, it doesn't going to affect you. She goes, well, it will. Because she has cards with my name still on them on joint accounts. But when I came out and went in treatment, she said, "Give me the cards," right? Which is a smart thing for her to do. So I gave her the stack of cards. I had no problem with that. And I only have one card officially that's a Walmart bank card. And, I can get money deposited through there. I can get paychecks deposited, whatever, right? So it was okay. But then I got this card, and now I didn't know. I thought I was so smart. It's still connected to her. So she calls up all pissed off and says, "And you've already blown this card up. $1,500 limit, and you've already hit it." I said, "Well, some of these models aren't cheap." And she didn't want to hear that. And she was mad. So now I've had to start paying for it anyway, which I had no plans on paying this back. I hate to sound like a bad guy, but I went to the guy in charge here and I said, "Bill, listen, how come I can be sober, but everything else in my life is still crappy, and it's as if I was still drinking?" He goes, "Because it's not magic, Johnny. Just because you get the program and you get sober doesn't mean you're not going to have to work on all the other things that you're fucked up with. Alcohol is just a symptom of a bigger thing." I said, "Well, okay, because here's what I did." And I told him about the credit card and everything. He goes, "Ooh, that was dumb, Johnny." He goes, "You're going to be paying that back the rest of your life." I said, "No shit." So he said, "Well, it's because it's not magic. It's not like flipping a light switch. I mean, it's good you're sober, but now you got to work on all your personal habits that made you a fuck up to begin with." I said, "Well, a lot of those." So I went about my business, and I had this on my head, but I also had this room full of really cool fucking people. I don't care, and I'm doing all right. Well, I'm getting the EBT card for you guys, and I'm going a little long. Hold on, I'll narrow it down. So I got the EBT card. I'm getting the food stamp card. Okay, and I got that the day after I got here last year. I got that. So they sent in the paper for me. It was approved. It proved that I was living here, how much I was paying here, and all that good stuff. So somehow, you're supposed to reapply a year later. I didn't get the information. Somehow they put my wife's info that's from the disability check got into the EBT. So
Somebody's shorthand. That's a straight up clerical error where somebody had the check
Right.
and said this must be his info and just moved it over.
Right.
That's
So
unfortunate.
I figured immediately what had gone on when I called them, and I said, "I noticed my benefits aren't showing up on my phone app. Could you tell me what's up?" And they said, "Oh, well, I mean, yeah, Mr. Branch, it seems that, you didn't reapply." I said, "Well, I wasn't notified." They said, "Yeah, we sent it to your address. It's 100 Birch Street, yada, 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 Garner." I said, "No, that's my ex's house where she lives with her husband." I said, "I've been there once." And they said, "Well, this shows you've lived there for the last year." I said, "No. When I sent you the information originally, the lady signed it here, and it verified that I lived here, how much I paid, blah 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 blah. And since then, I'm making even less, so you should be able to help me." So she goes, "Okay, send it again." So I sent them all the stuff. They said they couldn't open it, so the ex sent the same stuff, and somehow hers worked. Okay, so now they didn't call me back, and I still 2 weeks go by. Every day I'm checking that thing, and there's nothing on my account on my app. So I call them back after about 2.5 weeks. I said, "Excuse me, here's what happened, blah, blah, blah. What's going on?" And they said, "Oh, yeah, you needed one more piece of documentation." And I said, "And what would that be?" And they said, "Well, we need your employer to give us a statement of how much you made in the month of February." I said, "Sure, I could do that, but I mean, when were you planning on possibly letting me know this?" And they said, "Well, we assumed when you saw you had no money on your account, you would call us." And to me, I was like, I don't mean to be an asshole here, but it seems like if you had a doctor and you were taking like chemotherapy and you suddenly didn't go for a couple weeks and you're feeling sick as shit, you call the doctor and say, "How come you haven't had me in?" And he says, "Well, I figured you'd call me when you started feeling sick again." That's about what the same thing. And I was like, "Right?" And she goes, "Well, yes, sir, it seems like that, but it's not that." And I said, "Okay, fine, whatever." So I'm still trying to get that straightened out. I went to my employer 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, and I said, "Hey, man, can you mind? They got to have this." And he said, "Oh yeah." So he took care of it the other day, and now I'm just waiting on them to let me know. And I'm going to call back behind too and find out. But it was a holiday this week, so anyway. So now I've had to start spending real money on food, which makes it so that now you can't walk in there and say, "Yeah, give me a box of those White Castles, and let me go ahead and get 2 crates of those Hot Pockets." And now I have to go in there and actually budget like a real person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so now it's like, all right, give me a pack of that bologna and a loaf of bread, please. It sucks, right? So now I've got to eat practical, right? Which really just blows. But anyway, so that's fucked up. But even that too shall pass. They'll get me back on, whatever.
Well,
So
we should get together in private sometime and talk food budgets. I'm pretty good with that. I'm pretty slick with
Okay,
that. I'm also good at throwing out some recipes where you can do a whole lot with just a little bit.
you know what? And you gave me a good segue. I'm sure you like that. Moving along. Yeah, you said a budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the guy, we'll go back to the term I used earlier. So the guy, fucking Megan, yeah, he comes up to me one day. Well, a while back, he comes up and says, "You okay, man?" And my sponsor guy who lives here said, "What was he talking about?" I said, "Weird, man." He pulled me aside. He says, "Am I okay?" Which I was, and he said, "Okay, we're just worried about you." And he said, "Yeah, some people like to come and create this situation because it helps take attention off of whatever might be their problem." Okay, so he's coming to me, see if he can fix me, while meanwhile he needs some fixing of some sort. I said, "Okay, well, no big deal. I just told him, no, I'm fine. Why?" He goes, "Okay, well, you missed a couple of the meetings." I said, "Because in the mornings, man, all my doctors and things have tele meetings on the phone, but they always want to make them between 9 and 10 a.m., and that's when the meeting is. So you haven't seen me because I've had a few of these things I've had to take care of." He goes, okay, just making sure you're all right. And I said, "Yeah," because it all starts with isolating.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a guy, the guy will start, instead of stopping when he comes home from work and talking to a crowd of us outside. And I kept this in my head. I've used it all the time. Even if I feel like shit and I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want them to start talking about me. So I make a point, man. Even if it's 10 o'clock at night, I'll go by there and just tell a joke and talk to some people for 5 minutes and then go to my room, right? Because otherwise they start thinking you're getting high, okay, after about a week of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a guy do the same thing. He was like, I never met him, but I shook hands with him once. He's a pillar in the community, and he was that guy who'd come home from work and spend another hour out on the front porch talking with people. And all of a sudden, he stopped doing that. And he started going right to his bed and all that shit and going right to work. And sure enough, he had problems with a woman. And some people noticed some other things about him. So they did the old, "Hey, man, come here. Everything all right?" And he did the old, "Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's great." A week later, they find him in his closet on his knees with a needle sticking out of his arm. He's dead.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I understand. I understand their concern. Okay, but I'm sorry, it just wasn't me. That's not the point. I just would come home and go to bed because I'm tired. Or I want to watch a movie, to be honest, or I want to work on a model, but I don't want to tell these cats that. So that's what's going on. So I get the guy asking me if I'm okay. So after that, that was a few months ago. So he's talking to me, and the weird thing was, same guy, the guy fucking Megan, as we call him. His name's Adam, anyway. So G.I. Joe, I call him that, and he laughs. And he takes me one day to a yard sale. Out of the blue, on a Saturday, he goes, after the meeting, he goes, "John, you want to go to yard sale with me?" I go, "You want me to go?" He goes, "Yeah, why not?" I said, "I didn't think you even liked me that much, man." And he goes, "Yeah, see, you got to stop talking." So he takes me to this yard sale. Guy's got hundreds and hundreds of DVDs sitting there. He tells me to pick a bunch of them. The guy brings out 3 Star Wars posters. He says, "How much do you want?" The guy said 100. He said, "Would you take 75?" Guy said, "Yeah." He bought them. He hands them to me. He said, "Here, you can keep these for me."
Oh, damn.
And I was like, I know. I said, "Adam, why are you doing all this?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." He goes into the Walmart. He buys a DVD player and 3 frames for those posters, brings them out to me. Okay, drops me off at home. I go, "Adam, why'd you do all this, man?" He goes, "Well, maybe you were right. I was a little harsh on you back there." And I said, "Well, thanks, man." Now, unfortunately, his girlfriend.
And we've lost
Whoa.
John B, it would appear. It looks like he's disappeared a little bit. Maybe having some technical issues. But
Oh no!
we'll just have to segue. No worries there. We'll catch up with John B some more, I'm sure. I'm kind of glad he's back around. I'm proud of him for that year, Chip. Hope he's still doing good. But we haven't heard the end of this saga yet, so I believe he's still in a sober living community and doing good. So just keep it. We'll just be sure to keep checking up with John. Back to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, though.
Yeah, I dropped a link.
Hang on. We need kind of like we need something.
We need a soft way set. We need
we need a palate cleanser between stories here.
You
Okay?
can't just hop right. We can't just pull the condom off, go right back into Amber Heard.
In this crock pot is liquid gold.
Yeah, I should actually go check on it.
And
real
I've
quick.
done
Yeah.
nothing but smell it
You have the con instant.
since I got home.
I want liquid gold.
He
What?
made chicken tortilla soup.
Ooh.
There's so much of it, and I'm about to eat so much of it. Oh my gosh. Is it turning out good? Of course it is.
I want some.
Yes.
I mean, I don't eat chicken, but
Oh,
I
you
want
don't?
some. I can. I just.
Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
Oh. I was like, damn. No, I
Oh,
don't.
no. I don't know. I kind of feel like I've just been separated from the stream for a while, so that, like, I'm just learning things or relearning things.
Yeah.
So I'm, like,
We've missed
reacquainting
you.
myself a little bit.
Yeah, we've missed you though.
Thank you. I've missed you guys, too.
That's really good.
Oh.
Does it smell good?
Yes.
Does it smell even more overwhelming than it did before?
Yes.
I'm pretty good at soup.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm pretty good at soup. That's another thing John brought up budget. It's like, yeah, man, soup. I'm hella good with soup.
Soup is delicious.
I could show you a few different things. I could show you a few different budget friendly foods that are pretty friendly. I feel like we're crushing it with the food budget. I think it's been a lot better than it was, you know.
Yeah.
We were eating out a lot. A lot.
And thing, and you
figured
in the
it
face, and you said, "No, fuck it, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about?"
I kind of want Johnny Depp saying, "What the fuck are you talking about?" as a sound bite that I can just boop boop plug in. You know what I mean?
And I watched you lie, and then I
Oh, I forgot why. I'm doing it. I'm rolling right back into Johnny Depp v. Heard. But it is what we had going on before John B. rolled in. But
Boy, it makes me so mad. Doing Johnny Depp stuff makes me so mad.
it makes me mad too. Like, I forgot what had us so heated about Amber Heard, but I pulled this up specifically to hear how crazy she is today.
It
Specifically.
was actually that. It was the fact that she claims to have been terrified for her life and then speaks to the person who she claims could have killed her and her sister like this.
Yeah, like corners him.
Punch you,
And
by
then
the way. I'm sorry that I didn't
punched
hit you across the face in a proper slap, but
That quote, "I'm sorry I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. You punched me," is Johnny.
I was hitting you. It was
Johnny's
just
reply.
Technicality.
You're not.
Yeah, like that's
Why is that the part you're concerned about
this
in
is
this
it's,
statement?
Yeah, it's so insane.
Why
Like,
is the word
How
punched
dare him?
the problem
babe,
in
you're
this statement
not
for you?
punched. It's like you. So what? She palmed him.
Punched.
don't tell me what it
Like
feels
a-
like to be
what is
punched.
she?
No,
A Vulcan nerf pinch? Like, what do you mean?
No, when you fucking have a closed fist.
Get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not.
Breaking down specifics after being the physically violent person.
She's shooting for technicalities because she knows.
She knows she's wrong, justifying her actions, throwing accountability at him. Like she only does that because it's the only thing that gets him to emotionally respond to her.
Can you guys hear me now?
There she is. What up, Erica?
Erica!
Binary. I had to have my husband fix it because like it wouldn't work.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Okay, continue on.
I'm glad it's working now. How have things been with you, Erica?
Things are good, just working, just like
Hell yeah, still crushing it.
out. Yep.
Aren't you running that bad boy?
Always killing it.
Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah, right. You couldn't pay me enough to run that place.
Aren't you?
No thanks.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah.
Dang straight.
Who needs to bring me some donuts?
Food
though?
service
Yeah, what
people
else?
are underestimated, okay? They are some of the hardest workers.
Underestimated for sure, and some of the worst treated people I've ever seen. It's awful what people do.
Lux and I shadow run a venue. Let me tell you right now about these chairs today.
I know.
Let me tell you about some chairs
Shadow
today.
run.
We shadow run a venue.
We're in the shadows.
We run this venue from the shadows. I had the
Along
people
with the piano
We're
man.
the effort people don't
Yes.
see.
I had the people above me, everybody above me, ask specifically to the office, "Hey, do we need to keep chairs up or take them down for this next event?" And it wasn't until I went to Lux that we got an answer.
Well, and the thing is that
Like-
that didn't even happen because that might have not happened. You might have just texted me, but you walked up to me because I'd already walked in.
Yeah.
I was already there.
Yeah. And Eddie had just said to me, like, "Hey."
I said I was going to text you
Hey.
too, but then I was like, I'm just going to walk back in there.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy I work with had just
So they-
said
so
too,
they,
like, what do you think Asia would say? I'm like,
So, like,
oh,
you know,
I can
this
check.
one time I can literally say, like, or they can literally say that I said it. You know?
Still getting slipping tongue with names, my bad. Oh man, Christy, it's been a minute. Put in a 13-hour day today.
Oh, that's Christy.
Sorry, I mean to derail off of you, Erica. Good nest though. Every family doing good. Everybody staying healthy. No COVID in the house, right?
Not right now.
Good.
Oh, good.
Knock on wood, everybody.
He's gonna stay away from Erica.
I had two.
Erica's
I
on a
did
tour.
I
the,
actually wore a
what is
mask.
what
in
is
the
that
office
new
today.
thing, Josh? Like it was like monkey measles or some
Oh,
shit.
monkey-
And I'm like, me and Anthony are for sure gonna get that shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Because we
Monkeypox.
get everything.
The K is silent.
Oh my god. The K is silent.
Watch it. Yeah, watch my sick ass get it. I'm guarantee. Yeah, I definitely will.
I stay home and hide under my desk.
Monkeypox is either what kills me or gives me superpowers. It's gonna be one of the
I'm
two.
hoping it gives me superpowers.
My husband says the K is silent.
It's money. It's a money box.
Money bugs. What if the X is silent too and it's just money bug?
Could you imagine if there was a pox that actually got
I like
Biden to
that.
send us a stimulus? Like if there was a pox that actually got Biden to write a check to the people who had the pox, we would all get that pox.
Like you get stung by a bee and all of a sudden he just sends out all of our tax dollars.
Hey, you got the money pox
To,
yet?
Right?
I got $7,000 in money pox. What do y'all know?
Well, I found out today if my kids are like absent from school, like the pandemic food stamps will like send me $20 to like feed them every time someone's absent.
It's zero.
I would hold my kids out of school forever.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Right? Like I got
I'd
$20
be like, I don't know, man.
on my card today, and I'm like, what the fuck?
My kids are homeschooled. I don't get any cool stuff like that.
That's so weird, though. Don't you think that's weird?
Wouldn't it be some
It's
old,
kind of.
it'd be some old bullshit if Biden said he was issuing a stimulus when we all checked the mail? It was just like we got WIC like we were pregnant.
Oh no!
Like we all just get cheese and milk and like checks, like Chex Mix and shit. Like, oh damn it, rice cereal, milk, frozen veggies, damn
And
it.
a can of concentrated orange juice.
Yeah, Welch's. I get some Welch's. Thanks, Biden.
Or frozen orange juice. Don't forget the frozen orange.
Yeah.
Oh, I love some WIC food. I won't lie.
Right? They got good foods like veggies, fruit,
Yeah.
cereal, cheese, peanut butter.
Yeah, there members of my
Peanut
family
butter?
just stayed pregnant for the
Peanut
last
butter?
decade.
Wait, what is that? What is that, Erica? What was that last
Peanut
thing you
butter.
said? Peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
I love you. Peanut butter.
My Boston accent. Peanut butter and fluff.
I heard him say it
You
too.
make
Like,
me feel like
what's
home.
wrong? What's wrong with peanut butter? Like, it's,
Peanut butter.
I heard him say it in the background. That was
the
adorable.
You. What's wrong with peanut butter? That's Joshua.
That made my day. Just hearing him genuinely. What's wrong with peanut butter? It's the Boston accent.
Nothing's wrong with peanut butter. It's just we love Erica. We just love to hear Erica talk. That's all.
I told you they're not imaginary friends.
I like these ones.
We're real.
Actually, I am imaginary.
He actually said to me yesterday, he was like, I wish those people were like your in real life friends lived around here. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh,
We're around, just not there.
same.
So that's pretty cool.
Is that your husband? Do we finally get to say hello?
Yeah, Ariane, go for it.
Hey!
What up?
My goat.
You ain't getting the goat.
Yeah,
No.
Gimli.
No way.
There's a goat. There's gonna be a goat.
I was gonna get one of Ariane's
No,
baby goats.
no,
but-
you are not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
You guys love him because you guys are
All I
gamers.
keep hearing is that he doesn't love you anymore, Erica.
Not if the coach goes up.
That's what I told my husband too. I was like, we need more goats, and he was like, we have 9. I'm like, oh, you don't love me?
Oh, you don't love me?
Oh, Derek.
Can I pull that with
I got a
falcons?
surprise.
I don't even have one falcon.
Right? Fuck. How about that? When you-
So much of my hair would be a nest. So much of it.
Well, we'll get you
You've
a
seen
hat.
grasshoppers. You really think you need a falcon having full reign over my hair?
We keep the falcon blindfolded till it's acting right.
Mark, guess what?
So you
I
just keep it in the
flying.
dark.
Hey
I
guys,
thought of you. Hey,
what happened?
What up, Allie?
Alley cat.
it's a
I just-
family
I
reunion.
had to join the slumber party or whatever they said.
Heck yeah.
Murky reunion.
I guess it is technically late for everybody, isn't it?
Murky reunion.
It's 8:30 almost.
Oh, snap.
I think I'm the same as you guys here.
Okay.
It's 9:30. Yeah.
It's only 6:30.
Oh, nope. I think I'm 7:30.
Dinner time.
It's getting close to dinner
Close to
time.
dinner.
Yeah. Okay, I just saw this and I'm mad. It's a live action teaser. They're live action rebooting all the Disney movies, and that's whatever. But they're doing Pinocchio. Who asked for Pinocchio? I don't want that.
One.
I don't know who asked.
Jiminy
No one.
Cricket.
Storming out?
Yeah, that's thunder.
The donkey
If they
scene.
do Pinocchio without Jiminy Cricket like they did Mulan without Mushu, we
No.
riot at dawn.
They're probably gonna make Will Smith Jiminy Cricket.
I've got it screen shared. You guys want to live react to the teaser trailer that came out 12 hours ago?
Derek, that's too soon. Too soon.
Not.
Let's do this.
Oh, they made him the genie.
Let's check this out. Already, I'm mad. I have no reason to react mad. Already.
Going into this preemptively pissed off.
Already pissed at the Disney logo. I don't know why. It's too clear.
Where is it? Josh, how do I get over there?
Isn't that what they do?
From the studio that brought you Beauty and the Beast twice. Well, wait. Hold on. How many sequels were there to the original animated Beauty and the Beast?
Okay, there's.
I remember one.
Only one. It's like a short.
Is it just the Christmas one? Or is there
Yeah.
a second
Well, I
movie?
think there was a
Maybe there is.
Christmas one.
I think there is just the Christmas one, actually.
So
I
the-
don't think they had a second
Shit,
Beauty and the
hold
Beast
So
movie.
from the studio that brought you Beauty and the Beast approximately 3.5 times.
Unbeknownst to Ab-
Well, no. You gotta. Oh wait, no, that's Cinderella. Never mind.
I know Lion
I was
King
like, you
has
gotta
some
remember
halves. I know
Sneakerella,
there's
but
like
that's-
Lion King 1.5
Yeah.
and Lion King 2.5.
No, I think there were only the two
like
Beauty and the Beast movies
Jackass.
other than the live
Yeah.
action.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lion King 4, Nala's first period. Like what? Nobody asked for this.
Oh, you guys.
Nobody asked for this.
You guys, there's a lot of Beauty and the Beast and a lot of like little sing-alongs and
Yeah,
Beauty and the
like,
Beast
there's a lot of
Belle's
sing-along
Adventures.
So from the studio that brought you roughly 20.5 Beauty and the Beast.
Wait, Arianthi, what is that anime one that's like based off of Beauty and the Beast?
What?
Oh shoot! I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
I just watched it the other day. It's new.
Oh, it's an anime based on Beauty and the Beast.
It's a
Belle?
new anime?
Or
Belle.
just Belle?
It's Belle. Belle.
Belle.
Yeah.
I think it's just Belle.
Belle.
So I watched it the other day, and it took me a good hour in, and I looked at my husband and I go, "Oh, this is like a play on Beauty and the Beast," and he's like, "You just figured that out."
So now
I would
it's
be that
21.
person.
He was like, "Wow, dude."
21 and 3/4. Beauty and the Beast.
I could be halfway through an episode of Food Wars and be like, "Is this about food?"
You guys should watch it. It's definitely interesting.
I'm gonna put the trailer for Belle on real quick, just to
It's like new age anime or something. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's got that what's the Ghibli, Studio Ghibli
Studio
vibe.
Ghibli?
Yeah. Oh.
I did not audition for this, just so we're clear.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait, is Arianthe Loki in this? Is
No.
Are you
Yeah,
in
Eric.
this?
People did think this was Studio Ghibli at first.
It looks like it, but it's not.
It said from Studio Ghibli, I thought. At the beginning.
Wait, did it?
Yeah. I swore. From Academy Award, nominee. Hold on. G Kid, something studio. Oh no.
Oh, no.
No, Studio Kizu. Chizu? They don't.
It's like a mash. Like to me, it's like a mashup.
Look at how fast they went through that logo, though. Like they know you're only gonna read studio, and you're gonna think it's Ghibli.
Yeah, you're gonna
was my
see.
thought exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna see Asiatic
Okay.
language and just say Ghibli. Cool. Let's
what are we
watch
doing here?
this.
Yeah,
What are we doing
it's like
here?
Because
a
it's
quarter of a second, just like. Boop.
But specifically,
Did you watch this?
no.
I haven't. Watched it.
Oh, I thought you said Arianthe. I thought you said, "Have you guys watched this?" I said, I haven't
Anybody? Yeah.
seen it. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't watched it. I didn't even know it was a thing.
My kids didn't even move. Like they didn't even say. Like they just watched the whole entire thing. Didn't even move. Like did they?
It's well worth a watch.
Did they blink? I don't even think they blinked.
Oh.
They did not.
It's a little.
It's beautiful.
There's
got,
like a
like-
trigger warning though. Like CA childhood that thing.
Yeah, this has like Mobius influenced artwork and stuff. Like
Just to let people know.
like the In Call. Everyone's talking about the In Call lately, or at least my algorithm's talking about the graphic novel The In Call, because I've been watching a lot of Dune videos. Because I'm a boring human. I'm a very boring person at my core. I watch a lot of sci-fi.
Dune is great.
And dude, that Dune film was so good. Okay, this looks great. I am far more interested in this than what this trailer I haven't even seen for the live action Beauty and the Beast. This is a way
art
cooler.
style.
Yeah, this
The
is
art style is really interesting. It looks like Okozen. Has anybody ever watched Okozen?
No, but it's like to me it was like a
It's so
mix.
cute.
Okay.
You guys should
It's
totally
also got
watch
like similar
Okozen.
movement to JoJo's.
Like an hour
yeah,
into
the character
this is where
movement.
Erica realized it's Beauty and the Beast like.
Yeah.
Timing was
And you can all laugh at me.
And it's also giving me
Hard to
oh
learn.
gosh, Ancient Magus Bride
Oh, okay.
like with the artwork.
What did we watch it on?
Agreed. Yeah.
We downloaded it.
From the studio that brought you Lion King, a bunch.
And Ari's
Oh,
voice.
so Lux,
A lot.
right there on the left.
Yeah.
She's the one that I've been watching when she was playing the Scary Little Things game. I don't know how to watch
See, I'm already into, when you're doing Pinocchio, already just as a comparison between these two trailers, they both kind of start off with like a wide sweeping shot of like man-made machinations, like, but man, am I still way more interested in that anime than this
We're looking
already.
at
So now I
clocks.
have to go watch Belle.
Do
Guys,
it.
is this live action?
I fell asleep to Inuyasha the other night.
Is
And it just like kicked off my whole anime vibe all of a sudden.
I went through puberty again.
Yeah, it's like why did I fall asleep to
know that.
Inuyasha the other night?
I didn't even know there was a sequel.
To In and Out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either. The final chapter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did not
No,
know that.
there's a whole.
Oh, that's right. The
No.
daughters. That's right.
The
I
daughter.
have seen that.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that
I
yet.
didn't know it
Yeah.
existed.
I'm kind of excited to see that. I'm a little scared to see
I
this.
love it.
I'm nerding out right now, by the way.
I'm a little scared to see this CG Pinocchio. I have a feeling it's going to be Ugly Sonic bad.
Oh no.
Ugly Sonic.
Ugly Sonic is back.
What movie is he actually in again?
Chippendale.
Chippendale. That's right.
Chippendale,
No,
we
the
watched
Ugly Sonic, like the original that they tried to release and act like that was going to be the real Sonic, they put Ugly Sonic in a movie.
Yeah, Ugly
The
Sonic's
Chippendale
back.
movie.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the cute hedgehog? He was ugly.
Well, there was an ugly version for the live action
like
movie.
the original Sonic that came out for that live action was so off that people were really upset about it. Yeah, they had to legit redo
I wouldn't
Sonic.
know about
I love that you just googled ugly Sonic.
Yeah, here he is.
So he's at like some convention or something in the Chip and Dale movie.
That's like the bride of Chucky Sonic.
They look like gentlemen.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
He's got human teeth. It's bad.
Yeah, really got him some nice dentures.
Yeah, Ugly Sonic is a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. I'm just hoping
looks
this.
like he has a pack of chiclets in there.
Oh, it's so. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see this live action.
You just
Pinocchio.
intentionally said Ugly Sonic.
Well, it's
Put
Tom
me on
Hanks.
I had to know. Thank you.
She said I had to know.
Tom Hanks is the guy. Yes, he's gonna go have him looking stupid as shit as Geppetto. I can already tell.
The second you see Tom Hanks, though, the second you see Tom Hanks, you know he's Geppetto.
Geppetto, look at
this. You
this.
know it.
Look at this.
Oh, the
Why is
cat.
CG the cat?
That is a CG cat.
It's a pretty cute CG cat, though.
I guess because you
But
have
the cat
to
is a
cute.
character,
I'm
though.
not at the cat.
I'm honestly right here. I'm not mad at Tom Hanks in the nightgown with the cap.
Right?
No, that's a vibe.
This is no. This is literally
That's his
the freaking conductor from the North Pole just going to bed. Like this is just another one of Tom Hanks' characters.
That's like him.
That's literally
That's
just
not
another one of Tom
even
Hanks' characters.
Let's not
go too far into this shit. That is still the conductor from the freaking Polar Express.
This is just filmed on location at his house in Greece.
You know it.
He's just avoiding geese in his plane.
What's funny is that like the conductor is freaking CGI and it still looks more like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the store they're gonna wish upon?
Ooh, I want to see the whale.
Okay, so we do get Jiminy Cricket. I already gotta say he's a little bit Bugs Life. He's a little bit.
He's a little Bugs Life.
He's a little Bugs Life.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love the Bugs Life.
Games of the Giant Peach.
I love a Bugs Life.
Bugs Life was good.
It's a good movie.
I
But
love a Bug's Life too. Or he looks like that grasshopper from a Bug's Life, the shitty one.
I guess it would be weird if he wasn't, cartoonish in a way. It would be weird if he was like super realistic, just a straight up grasshopper. It's just like click, 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 jump.
Yeah. Can you
One
imagine?
of my,
Ha!
I used to call a girlfriend in high school. I used to call her a Bug's Life because she just looked like
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like
Bug?
it seemed. Yeah, they literally used the same
Alex,
layering
you're a bully.
concept that they did in.
Yeah, in A Bug's Life, it's the same layering kind of cartoonish concept. I'm not mad at Jiminy
I'm not
Cricket,
mad at
but
it
it's
either.
still A Bug's Life. I kind of feel like
No.
we've been here.
That was a low-key bully.
It is
We were here years ago.
okay. They do the actual like cartoon accurate little. Okay, is that Homeboy from Stuff?
Stuff.
You know.
I can't even
I need
see
a
it.
better
It's
angle.
weird.
He's looking like he's turning into a tree in freaking live action Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, he's probably gonna be one of those. See, this implies they're doing the donkey scene, right? I don't want the donkey scene live action, guys. Where the boy turns into the donkey.
Oh yeah.
That's horrific. Nobody should. We don't want to.
We're gonna traumatize a whole nother generation of children.
Some of these movies they're making.
It's Robert Downey Jr.
That's Robert Downey.
No, he's in it. That looks like Luke Evans.
Good eye.
Like Michael Myers.
That is a
Oh, no,
that is
I'm
a
totally
scuff
kidding, and I
photo of Luke
no.
Evans. That is accurate. If that's really Luke
Whoa.
Evans, that is
they,
good.
They managed to catch the absolute essence of a real life seagull, though. Like this, if this ain't real life seagull, I don't know
I
what
just
it
looked
is.
up and I got scared. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah, like
That is a
that's-
lot.
That's real
Oh,
life
you know who
seagull.
does the voice of Jiminy Cricket?
Well, we're
Joseph
also-
Gordon.
Joseph Gordon's doing the voice of Jiminy
Really?
Cricket.
I mean, it's also in scale to Jiminy Cricket, so like this is a situation that he is in
Yeah.
by himself. With
I
this
can't help
seagull.
but wonder, what's the point of doing a live action Pinocchio if like everything in it is CGI'd?
Well, this is what I'm kind of getting at. Like, now we're just spending millions to redo movies. We could just remaster and watch again.
They're basically reanimating their old movies.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
I know why. Because old stoners like me will enjoy it, and I already forgot what the original was about. So I will double enjoy it.
Oh.
Okay.
What he's about?
Yeah, I was saying, how you forget what Pinocchio is about?
I was about to say, doesn't he get eaten by a whale? Like, how are they? This is a CGI movie.
You think we're gonna see the whale in this trailer?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, what's even in this movie?
Well.
Whale.
I'm mad at this costume design and honestly feel like I'm owed royalties.
Bearded lady.
I'm mad and owed royalties. This is me, and I'm mad. This is, and everybody, this is my spirit animal, circus guy from the live action Pinocchio.
I have seen Murk look like this.
Look at that. That is
this is just in 9th grade Murk. That's it.
This could be me, but I'm out of pasta.
Aggro.
Oh goodness. Okay, so we got all the characters. Yeah, I guess that is Luke. What's his name?
No whale yet.
Luke Skywalker?
Oh, but he was at sea. He was at sea.
He was at sea, so we are going to get a whale. Okay, so now we're getting close to it. Our live action Pinocchio.
Wait, is this Moby Dick?
Our little wooden boy himself.
Bink. You guys well, do we even see him animated at the end?
No. Wait, we better.
Like at this last little bit.
This is some
here?
old nonsense. I've only seen him. Is it because
or does he open his eyes?
He's probably got ugly Sonic problems.
That is Luke Evans. Nice eye. No, you don't even see Pinocchio animated in this trailer.
They're not gonna show us Pinocchio because they don't want to get bullied like they did with Sonic.
Yo, I forgot there already was. Yo, guys,
They think we're gonna boycott.
There's already a live action Pinocchio.
I've actually seen that.
Look at that Jiminy Cricket.
I have too.
Yeah, it's on right now. It's just fucking horrifying.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of scary, but I've seen this.
This is. Oh my gosh.
This is the same reason.
CGI.
It's the CGI from Spawn, so it's like that disturbing, like 90s CGI, where it's like, oh wow, this is cutting edge. I'm gonna jam some Rob Zombie to this.
Well.
I'm into it.
Oh, donkey! There's your donkey scene.
See, Donkey Boy. Yeah, this trailer kind of brings more heat than the other live action Pinocchio
He
one.
just deck a kid in the face.
He did.
He did, yeah.
Hey, it's our boy
I'm a
Jonathan
boy.
Taylor Thomas.
Oh.
JTG.
I
my God,
it's
that was
JTT.
I forgot about
What was
my
that
obsession with
twirl?
JTT.
Did you see that at the end? Yay! Yippee! I'm a real boy.
I'm alive.
We have to have a viewing party and have like.
Do you want to? I will definitely start like doing movie nights or something.
Yeah, we can do like our own like masterpiece theater or whatever remember that show?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could
I'll do movie nights in Discord, you guys. If you want it, let me know.
Oh,
we
goodness.
could teach each other do a potluck too, kind of.
That'd be fun. So every new Sonic game is always broken for like my lifetime.
Every time, yeah.
I used to love that game.
This is the trailer for the newest ambitious looking Sonic, and I bet you it's going to be broken when it comes
Is he
out.
ugly?
He is actually not ugly. I think they didn't just learn their lesson with ugly Sonic. They got it tattooed on them.
They really try to pretend that Ugly Sonic never existed.
Yeah.
I remember. They should. I want to forget. I'm so sorry I saw that.
I'm sorry we had to break it to you.
Well, I couldn't picture him ugly, so I had to see it because he was so cute. I loved him.
This Ugly Sonic. Ugly Sonic's the whole vibe.
Allie's gonna have nightmares now.
DL Hughley and Monique are having beef. Anybody know what's going on with that?
Oh.
Anybody?
I know this is none of my business, but it really hurts my feelings that Monique is beefing with someone right now.
It's a clip we saw when we were logging
No,
on.
it's a whole ass thumbnail. Dude literally goes online and is talking about, I know it has nothing to do with me, but it really hurts my feelings that Monique is beefing with so-and-so. It's like, you not only acknowledged that it's not your business, but you still got that bread with that content. Blatantly.
I'm hurt he's beefing
unapologetically.
with Monique. You're hurt he's beefing with Monique. He's like, I know it has nothing to do with me.
That was the description of the video. Well, I know it has nothing to do with me.
I couldn't think of two more like out of work comedians. Honestly, DL Hughley hasn't done anything in forever. Monique got laughed off when she said she was the most decorated comedian of her generation.
So I posted a link to the
can't
news in the chat.
Oh, okay. Here's the beef.
I just wanted to see what happened.
Here's the business on the beef. Let's get this.
Where's the beef?
Has Twitter scratching its head. I'm not the only one like, wait, why? what happened? During her performance in Detroit on Saturday, comedian Monique called out DL Hughley over a contract dispute, according to USA Today.
The nerve.
Oh,
she did it on the stage.
Oh, so you're telling me that her grievance is valid?
The dispute between the two performers started over a contractual agreement about the precious actress headlining the show. Monique unleashed a fiery tirade at the Fox Theater, ripping into promoters and Hughley.
I want to be clear, she's done more than Precious.
That's not our Fox Theater. Where was this at?
Much more than Precious.
Well, did this happen down the road?
What? What do you mean?
They didn't say where. It said a performance. Oh, Detroit. Okay, cool.
Detroit.
Okay, cool. I was like, wait, where do they say this happened? Because I just saw the name of the theater and was like, what? We're siblings with that theater. No, we're not. During the 105.9 Kiss FM, the comedy explosion, she told the audience that her contract specified her as the headliner. That's what the motherfucking contract says. Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the goddamn stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the contract for, she said.
Headliner.
That's a legitimate beef. That is
she's like, I don't open for nobody.
I don't open.
Are you kidding me?
I'm 30 plus years. I don't open for nobody.
No.
Yeah, okay. Especially DL Hughley.
That's what I signed the fuck for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business, and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract says the headliner. The contract says the headliner. The contract says the headliner. But at the end of the day, we just want to force it. And then
That's fair.
Oh yeah, no. That's
So the story is DL Hughley's running for people's cash.
Yeah, he's trying to be all fucking masculine over her.
He booked a Monique show and tried to take the money.
Yeah.
You guys,
it's like,
is the manager still in here? That's who's beefing.
The contract says she is the headliner.
DL Hughley ain't selling out no shows. Monique might be selling out shows. Yeah, I just popped over to the screen of Ugly Sonic and it scared Lux. Yes, it was adorable.
It's so funny. Just sitting here talking about just sitting here talking about Monique and all of a sudden
Ugly Sonic
on the screen.
Ugly Sonic.
Forever associated now. What did you do?
Not even this Sonic's mama loves him. That's an ugly Sonic, dude.
You can't unsee this.
No, he has a gut.
I'm just looking at him. I don't know why.
I'm trying to find Allie one with like the full legs because it has unusual human legs.
Why does he look like?
Don't do it.
Yeah, they're like disturbing. Like here's it next to the redesign. It's bad. It was bad.
It looks nothing like Sonic.
Like drug addict.
It looks like a Sonic cosplay.
Yeah, it looks
They
like
put on a furry suit and thought that would be okay.
Like a bad one.
Yes.
Yeah.
this one's better.
It was like,
Guys,
he's a gymnast.
Bump needs rehab.
Oh, I hug him.
Well, not. It's like going through a tough time. It's a phase.
This one's dummy thick for no reason.
Is that a female
Whoa,
Sonic?
it's a girl.
Well, it looks like it's got high heels and shit and eyelashes.
Maybe they
That
should
might be a
have
female
invented-
Sonic.
Gender,
Maybe
okay, maybe it's
It's
trans.
gender Sonic. It's fine. It's a
Somebody
phase.
thickified
it.
Everyone knows a female Sonic is a rosy. They're pink.
Pink can be a boy color too.
Nah,
man.
that's Sonic from Step Up.
That,
Yo,
number one, I'm pretty sure that movie is called Cup Movie.
No, Step
Bring it
like is it
on.
Step It Up or Step Up?
Or Step Up the
The
Dance
Channing
movie.
Tatum movies, the dance Channing Tatum movies.
Magic Mike?
No, there's an actual Channing Tatum dance movie series.
Oh,
That's weird.
I think it's called Step It Up or Step Up. There's like
love it.
6 of them, I swear. Yes, Step Up. There we go. I was right.
I was thinking like, more
Oh
like
my
Bring It
God.
The
Gosh.
Channing Tatum freaking dance movies.
I
I'm
didn't
telling
know
you.
he was in. I didn't know that
He
was
was
Channing
in the original.
Tatum.
Yeah, he was in the OG.
So is that like the new age Footloose?
Oh yeah.
It's based. So like, did you see Save the Last Dance?
It's from
Hell
this
yeah.
era.
It's kind of like that, except not as like grungy and not as meaningful. Because Save the Last Dance is really good. This is just the dance portion,
Kind of like that too.
or kind of like
Those
yeah, maybe
acapella-
more like
rock one.
like yeah, either what is that? That's
Well,
Ah.
what the hell is Cup Movie?
I don't know, but I never seen
Pitch
it.
Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. So it's kind of like it's not really like Pitch Perfect, but it's kind of like the quality of Pitch Perfect while still being
Yeah.
like what's that? There's another dance like
easy battle ones. Like
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's like dance battles and
Yeah.
shit.
It was
I love
like
it.
if Honey had a baby with the Pussycat Dolls movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or
I had sisters.
or it's kind of like a more dancey version of like the Hayden Panettiere Bring It On movie
Yes.
Yeah.
with Solange Knowles, like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like played by the Belle-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even Richard Gere and Jennifer Lopez made a dance movie in the early 2000s, didn't they? That was popping in the early 2000s.
So was
Everybody had a
Stomp.
dance movie in the early 2000s.
So was Stomp. Stomp
love
is
good
timeless.
Simon.
So stop.
Stomp is timeless. It wasn't just an early 2000s thing. People, they be out here. You can still make music. Music is everywhere.
I'm waiting to book that.
I mean Hamilton.
I'm waiting to book that.
It's the new age step up.
Hamilton's the jam. That's my favorite. That's my favorite play. Holy shit! It really is.
So good.
Probably
I
my
loved
favorite
it.
play. Like modern play for sure. I mean, it's not.
I
you know,
cry through most of it. It's so good.
I certainly don't hold it on the same place as like Richard III, but like it's a good play. It belongs on Broadway.
West Side Story is my favorite, so it like rivaled West Side Story for me. It was so good.
I'm a Shakespeare nerd.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear about the War of the Roses. I want old British people yelling at me. I like it. I like Shakespeare productions. I do. I really do. I've been nerdy about some Shakespeare Deluxe. It
You
has
should
to
turn
be
it into
awkward.
a hip hop musical.
A Shakespeare hip hop musical? No.
Yeah.
No. Be like me making an urban version of Fiddler on the Roof. It's hard to be Jewish. It's hard to be Jewish. It's hard to be Jewish in Russia.
It would be so funny to modernize that kind of. That'd be wild.
But found out my man Leonard Nimoy played the lead in Fiddler on the Roof back in the day. It's weird to think about.
For you.
It's weird to think about Leonard Nimoy being like, you know, if I were a rich man, like what? Spock's a broke ass Jewish farmer. Since when?
Good for him.
Oh yeah, so
I
like
dropped the link for you.
we've been just doing nothing but mostly watching Star Trek.
We've been watching a lot of Star Trek. We have
I'm catching up on Star Trek.
on that stage too.
You sure did. I don't know why it opened it up in the chat though.
Hey, what is you got served?
Yeah, that's another one of those.
Yes, that's
Dance-
another one of those dancey movies.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to watch it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
could. I'm into it.
Why? It's about 3 dance crews that battle it. All right, fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, is somebody making a list of all the movies we need to watch?
For me, it's like all of them.
We need to make a list of all the movies we need to
Someone
watch in
needs
the
to email
Discord.
JTT and see if he wants to watch with us.
Have a bad movie
We
club.
have to.
A bad movie club.
Yeah. Bad movie club.
I don't get no
And
sleep
we
because of
have
y'all.
You don't get no
Make it
sleep because of
Game
me.
night too. Oh, that'd be so fun.
Ali, I dropped a link in the chat and it takes you to like it's a
my
bunch of
gosh.
clips from the Chip and Dale
About the
movie
soup.
and it's Ugly Sonic.
Oh,
It's
still gonna be a fucking ugly
1,000 or
Sonic.
some shit like
We're gonna
that.
get chips first,
I
but
just want to fucking
Like
roll now.
Mystery Science
chips.
Theater. That's what it is. We need to have our own Mystery Science
You're
Theater.
on the remote.
Look at this.
Yeah.
yeah, the cat's being ominous on the screen. She demands.
Just pops up out of nowhere.
She demands food. She also smells the soup and is awake about it.
Like, hey, so this seems like your dinner is smelling good. You better feed me first.
Oh, hint, hint.
Oh, yeah, Ugly Sonic and the Chip and Dale. For some reason, when I clicked that link, Anthony, it opened YouTube in the chat.
Wow, weird.
Like in Streamlabs.
Yeah,
I can put it in the Discord.
which is weird, but I can pull that clip. Actually, I know what to type in that one. That's what made me. That's why I'm bringing up Ugly Sonic is because they brought him back as canon.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
like he officially exists out there, and whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is just again horrifying. Like,
Hey, Barney.
horrifying. What up, Barney? Dude, been a minute, bro. You doing okay, bud? I follow you on the gram.
I follow him on the gram too.
He seems to be honestly the hardest rolling dude in Australia. I'm trying to say this and scoot and move a cat. And poke a clearing in my bong bowl at the same time. I'm failing at multitasking. Cats.
What?
Forgot
You
what I was
did what
gonna say. Barney, you seem like you roll pretty heavy, bro. Be careful out there. I don't know what
The
your laws
diner?
are like out there.
Is he in YouTube chat? The dino?
Oh, the dino. Yeah, that's Barney.
Oh,
He's Australian. He's our Australian homie.
I don't know if I remember.
He
I gotta
pop-
get over.
He pops in every now and then.
We have a few Australians and I love them.
Mhm.
I still keep bugging the shit out of Goth Angel Tarot. Her and I talk shit about this case the entire time it happened, the Johnny Depp case.
Yeah.
Oh, my Australian friend is making like a series like crazy about it on YouTube.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
She's all over it because I guess they had a bunch of shit go down there in Australia about with Amber and Johnny, so she already was light years ahead of me.
That's why they've opened perjury on Amber Heard, is because of the Australian situation.
Yeah, she was trying to give me the lowdown. It was a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it all revolves around that. We all remember the time that they took to the news, Johnny Depp apologizing about bringing his dogs to Australia while he was filming Pirates of the Caribbean. That was Amber
After
Heard.
He told her not to bring them. Well, what happened was they flew in separately.
Yeah.
They flew into Australia separately. He said, "No, you can't bring the dogs because they're not on the. You have to do something. You have to make sure that it's okay for them to be there." Yeah.
Whatever.
And and she came in and she brought the damn dogs anyway. And then she was asking friends. Well, I use that term loosely, to write letters to the Australian government letting them know that it was their fault because they told her that they were going to take care of it and they had just forgotten. And they were like, no, we're not doing that.
Yep. That's
It
crazy.
seems like outrageously difficult to manage.
Yeah.
That's an understatement with Amber Heard. If we're talking about Amber Heard, impossible to manage, impossible to defend.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let me just see if I can find a compilation of it.
It seems like she's a whole thing of issues.
So I get a little bit of inside scoop. I have a friend who's been at the trial since the trial started.
Oh.
And she told me that last week, whenever closing arguments had concluded, that Elaine, her lawyer, started to cry and walked out of the courtroom.
That's usually not a good sign.
No, that's pretty bad.
Damn. Here's her just not knowing what's going on and her looking scared. This is a hilarious compilation.
Talking right now. Of course, thank you. All right. You understand that if you found favorably to Ms. Heard and negatively to Mr.
Honestly, her hair cracks me up in this a little bit.
You wouldn't be tested.
She
tried.
Her hair is the energy of someone who drank wine last night.
Yeah, like she had a few last night. I feel like she and her husband kind of stayed up a little too late last night talking shit.
Yeah.
So like she shows up like, yeah. So can we stop talking about the muffins?
This is a woman who warmed up.
Oh my gosh.
She warmed up for that lovemaking all day, having to think about Johnny Depp. And the back of her hair is still matted.
Well, you guys, I didn't catch much of this trial, but I did happen to luck out and catch the bud and breakfast guy. And if you have not had the pleasure of his testimony, do yourself a favor.
Oh yeah,
he's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Morgan
I wanna
Knight,
be your
he's
friend.
beautiful. Right, me too. I followed him on Twitter and I was like, hey, I want to be your friend. And he didn't see it because also 9 million other people followed him on Twitter at the same time.
it threw him the, hey, we're your friend now. You're famous now, dog.
You're in good company now.
How cool was his demeanor and his he just laid it out and his whole deal. I mean, I don't know. He sounds so interesting.
You know who? I have two favorites from this trial. He was great, but I have two favorites. My first favorite was the cracked out psychologist, quote unquote, who had a lot of gross mouth movements.
Yeah.
He was so gross that he became my favorite pretty fast, pretty quickly. And the second was the TMZ guy, also my favorite.
Love the TMZ guy. That guy's testimony was hilarious. That guy straight up said when they were like, you're doing this for fame, he was like, well, you could say the same thing about taking Amber Heard as a client, no? And they're just
Did you see the gallery? Did you see the gallery when he said that? Everyone's mouths dropped open and they were like, oh.
Yeah. Guy, lawyer, and all them were back there and they freeze framed him on all the law tubes. They were like, oh.
Yeah. Oof. Again, this is just a tight 2 minutes of these lawyers sucking.
That's not speculation.
No, I'll sustain the objection. Go next.
Okay. If
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Gifts, correct? Gifts. Money, gifts. Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Johnny give me gifts, I'll give Johnny gifts.
And he's given you gifts over $8,500, correct?
$8,500?
Yeah.
You give me a lot more than that.
Okay.
What changes?
Johnny's face is my favorite.
When he's under the influence.
I think Jack Sparrow was more drunk than Johnny Depp.
never been asked to testify as to whether anyone has behaviorally or characterologically conducted conduct that suggests they may be an IPV perpetrator, correct?
Or gone to do more like.
The look on their face was like, the fuck you just asked me? What is this
You
question?
strung a whole
Have you
bunch
even
of
gone so far as to do more like? That's exactly what she just thought. Like, the fuck?
Sarah Palinism. She used to say but two though.
Yeah.
Oh
He
goodness.
strung a whole bunch of words together, but none of it made sense.
It's an enchilada.
It reminded me of that. Have you seen that commercial? I think you have. The one where they're like, it's just a joke commercial where they're like, have you even gone so far as to do more like? That's exactly what that was.
That tweet I sent you of the girl that's like, you're not even ready to go there. That's why it's just the
oh
beginning
yeah,
of,
it's like you're not even ready for that conversation and it shows. And it's like, what?
it's just the starting. It's just the starts of a fight for a whole paragraph, but no fight.
I have to ask that again because I stumbled. I can't do character logically. That one's just a tough one for me. Okay.
Yikes.
Like, get f***ed on set, get f***ed with f***ing James f***ing Franco. Did you hear that?
I don't recall.
Did you hear him say, at least you f***ing liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say, I bet you slipped a tongue in there and you liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say...
He's like,
No.
He's like, no.
Say that again. Ew.
So she doesn't
Well,
just
are we
eat
really
cake; she
gonna
licks the plate. Is that what?
Are
is
we
that-
gonna get through this whole conversation, this whole compilation, and not see Rotten Face object to himself?
objection, speculation. You asked the question.
You asked the question.
And like the judge says that, and then he's just like, "Oh." I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah, it goes back to his
What are you
notes.
doing?
Do you think it comes out of your brain, my
You're
dude?
the most confusing human.
The way that Johnny
It's your
Depp
mouth.
crumbled in laughter after that, it just
You asked the
I
question.
So she found 2 heat stroke victims to defend her as best they can.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. I didn't see a lot of this.
Oh,
my
Allie, we
This
really
is-
have to show her Rottenborn's objection
Oh
to
my god,
himself.
I'll Google
I had
that.
them smart, you know?
The amount of like asking people if they heard Johnny Depp say some shit, and it's just cracking the audience up, like cracking the gallery, cracking the nation up.
asking
Like,
her for he was way?
Your Honor, lack of foundation,
No.
harassment.
We'll get. Did you hear any of that?
No, not that I recall.
Okay.
I'll rule the objection. It's fine.
Thank
Next
you.
question.
What?
You know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his
Well,
fingers.
objection, hearsay.
That was it.
Amber win by any means possible. It seems her team of lawyers might have made things worse for her. And by made things worse, I mean the members of the jury might have taken offense to some of the things that were said during the last days of court.
How did she insult the jury?
hold on, we'll go back to that. I gotta play this one though, where the dude asks a question then objects to himself.
Oh my god, that was bad.
So good.
Did Jameson ever comment on any of this?
Not yet.
Oh, that'd be fun to hear.
What caused damage to Mr. Depp's hand?
This is really low.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Asking what he wasn't told.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, what a good clip.
Can't hear it.
Is he
I couldn't.
I've not seen this picture before.
Were these the?
He's being hella quiet is why. It's just a quiet clip on all the sources I'm clicking on.
Is that misheard?
Aw.
Put up 376C.
Second caption it, but he does straight up like ask a question. I forget what it is, and then is like objection. It's just like that's your question.
He was asking if it was possible that a bottle had created the injury on Johnny's finger. And he goes, well, an injury of the sorts. And he goes, objection, Your Honor, hearsay. And she was like, it was your question.
Yeah, I've definitely
And-
heard all about it. And I thought it was at the end of that one clip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way Johnny crumbled, it killed me.
Good.
It was so good.
That thing from Film Streak, by the way, this channel Film Streak, they just post just like lies, like all day.
Yeah.
Like they do not care. They do not care if
No.
their information is accurate. They post shit for headlines.
If you look at their views, like people watch it.
Oh, it's insane, and they just
Really?
all the comments are always hilarious too. It's like I love how this channel just blatantly lies in its thumbnails, and
Yeah.
nobody does anything about it. It's like people like it. I don't know. Oh,
Oh, Camille Vasquez is going to be more famous than Amber Heard by the end of this.
People are hoping she hooks up with Johnny Depp, which is hilarious.
I think she's engaged.
I mean, she definitely has a life that's not up on
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. That's just Tumblr.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just Tumblr being loud.
You know.
Oh, Judge rages on Amber Heard for lying and changing her testimony from 12 days ago. Yeah, no, it looks like we've had some good funny ass
And why is that?
She was
Another day, another.
She was the part that I caught of her testimony. It was like a
drank
kid.
on the job and stuff like that.
And then-
her behavior was
Objection relevance.
horrible.
She's already testified. Kate James has testified, and I think biased. We can.
All right, I'll allow that. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. Please describe for the jury what job responsibilities Kate had and how you communicated with her and kind of how that worked.
Objection
compound.
Johnny and I kind of lived in this insular bubble anyway when we were together. But we would send emails, texts, and a lot of voice memos, voice notes. And, you know, if I found that if I said, Kate, you know, you left the car.
Like specifically her attorney asked her a question that made her stumble over her words. Like, you have one job, and that's to help your client explain their position as clearly as possible. And this lady cannot help but like step all over it. Like, she cannot help but step all over it. Like, her own job. Her own job.
Running with your doors open and your kids in the car on the street. You need to move
hearsay.
Deposition, didn't you say that what you did was compare Mr. Depp's performance in lots of pirate movies against his deposition testimony
What
here?
what I said was I've seen Mr. Depp do apology ads. I remember he did apology ad with Bad Dog with no delay in process speed. I've seen him interact with the media regarding to that. I saw no delay in processing speed. All I'm saying.
Let me ask you about pirates, though.
This guy. Well, he started out talking about this testimony, saying that he had gauged Johnny's reaction time based off of movies he was in. And I was like, "You're a fucking professional. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You can't."
It's the nitty-gritty here, pirate.
Yeah.
My best friend in the whole world is a psychiatrist, and he was on the phone with me, and he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You can judge the reaction time of one person off of a film, and that is the editor. That is insane. That is insane.
Exactly.
It's his job to make someone look quick or slow. He's an editor. That's insane.
Right.
This dude, sometimes medical professionals have no clue how the entertainment industry works in any way.
Yeah.
And this trial's been full of it.
What was interesting is he admitted that. He's like, I don't know how movies work, and then said that he had based his response time off of his movies. And so Johnny's lawyer naturally is like, so what about pirates?
Let's talk about pirates.
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
How could he even do that and think that was like a reasonable way to judge it?
He said that he wasn't able to talk with Johnny one-on-one because somebody had asked for it and it had been denied, which ended up being not true. It just was irrelevant, and so the judge was like, well, we already have somebody like that, Dr. Curry, and so we don't need another person like that, and called it. This guy was just,
and
he's something.
The show must go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His meth mouth. Keep going.
Oh, goodness.
This boy took way too much Adderall this morning. Just watch him function. He reminds me of the doc off of Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah. This guy's...
compared pirates to the the
mouth.
depositions given in
And
this
I apologize for what I said.
Josh said Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
You didn't make the comparison?
Right now, just a second ago? Just a second ago, I may have said that I misspoke. I apologize, I misspoke.
Okay.
What?
Oh my God.
Chile.
Not so wealthy.
Sworn testimony, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can, but as an aside, you can judge someone's processing speed at any time. Like I'm judging yours right now, you're judging mine. We all judge processing speed.
That's Ben's brain right now. It's just Trisha Paytas. I need that Paytas what as a sound bite. Damn it! I need that on a.
Same. Okay.
Your process speed right now is not slow.
Not me, this guy.
We're judging processing speed. I'm just saying.
Smile
through the pain.
What do you mean processing speed? That's a human being. That is not a computer.
Did that affect your processing speed?
Only I've seen him interact on interviews, and that was it. When he
Listen on the high.
See?
Listen on the high. We gotta wrap this stream up.
Watched. Oh no!
Sorry.
We didn't even get to the meth mouth.
let's go a little bit further.
But Willy Wonka doesn't matter to you.
Not like my chicken tortilla is whiskey.
Seen the movie Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Did
Willy
you like that
Wonka.
one when you were
Willy
comparing
Wonka.
this processing speed?
That's the driest mouth on planet Earth.
This boy.
That is the driest mouth.
And he took 3 times the Adderall he should have this morning.
That is this is the driest mouth.
Is he ever going to live this down, you think? I don't know.
I can't.
Do I have to answer the question?
No, you'll be happy to know I didn't see Willy Wonka I didn't see 21 Jump Street when it happened.
Look at his hair.
He wasn't in 21 Jump Street until the end.
Yeah.
See. This is where the
was it even 21 Jump Street, or was he in 22
He was in
Jump
22
Street?
Jump
That's
Street.
what I thought.
But that's because there's a clear disconnect in conversation between the defense attorney and the guy on the stand. This is why the defense attorney is doing such a bad job. He's not even clarifying the proper titles of what he's asking him to, what he's referencing. Like he thinks he's talking about older stuff. He's like, I didn't see 21 Jump Street. I didn't see blah, blah, blah. It's like he's referring to, the psychologist is referring to genuinely the show that Johnny Depp was on, while the attorney is talking about his film career.
Oh, that's right.
And there's and they're not there. It's like watching two people from Tucson try to get across a sidewalk. Like they can't figure it. They can't do it. It's like two opposing magnets. Until one does cocaine. Like that's just. Oh my goodness, the meth mouth. This has been a really good stream. Thank you for hanging out with me, Lux, and Arianne, and Allie, and Erica, and John B stopped in. We got to catch up with John B.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we were able to get some time in.
Yeah.
Now that the season has ended.
Actually, yeah. By season ending, we're talking about our work in entertainment because the theater is popping when it's in season.
Yeah.
But now we're in the summer, and I'll have more time to do this.
Yay!
And she'll have more time to game stream.
I will hopefully have more time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I miss your streams.
I've been telling her to get back on some video game streams. She's been playing a lot of Valorant. Valorant?
I guess.
Everyone says Valorant now, but I've been saying Valorant since it came out.
Yeah.
And on the wrong syllable.
Valorant.
Exactly.
Syllable.
Exactly, but she'll be pro one day. You guys watch.
Oh.
Watch that ish. She'll have like a custom gamer chair and all that. It'll be impressive.
Someday.
But,
she'll be like Grand Pooh Bear.
Yeah. But I'm gonna hop out of the Discord. I love you guys. Arianthe, Allie, Erica, Justin, everybody that's popped in today. I love you.
I love you guys too. We have to get together. We have to figure out what movie is our first I guess Discord movie night.
I mean, we're in the season for it.
Yeah, we gotta get
a good season.
Discord movie night.
Happy.
Have a I can't believe this got made like review club where maybe we through our playthrough maybe have some pauses and You know.
Some of those weird early 2003 dance movies. Looking at you, Hilary Duff.
Oh, goodness.
Don't even get me started.
I'll let you guys take the reins too. Again, hey, Arianthe, Allie, Erica, Lux, all of you guys that Justin, if anybody sees an article or something interesting to throw up into the stream, throw it in the Discord somewhere to be remembered. Because I need a co-pilot really bad.
I need more heads up, and I would love to.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm just going all the time. So I'm gonna try to do another one tomorrow. So again, if
I
you
gotta
guys,
come back in and co-pilot, huh?
yeah, if you guys happen to see anything funny on the social medias, shoot it my way. Let's talk about it when we're on stream. And I'm also poking out for interviews, so we might have some new faces roll in and stuff, or the occasional weird stream where it's like, why is it just him talking to one other person? It's like, I'm trying to let someone plug some stuff.
An Aunt Molly revisit.
I'd love to do an Aunt Molly revisit. I should reach out to her and check in on her because we're about to. I'd like, hopefully, if I'm off during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard verdict, I'm gonna try to stream.
Mark, she went and sat through some of the days of trial.
Yeah. She's been on it.
Of course she did.
That's why I want to specifically maybe see if she'd be down to just chit chat one night about the trial. Like just specific, like that's what we talk about is. You know,
she would love it.
Just get her to catch me up on what she's been up to.
She'll definitely do it.
Because I like Aunt Molly. I still say she's necessary.
He's chaotic and beautiful.
Always entertaining. You got to say that. I mean,
oh yeah. Well, the
you
cat
guys
is.
See your co-op garden here?
The cat has hopped on the desk, which means it is time to go. She's protesting for food. The soup smells too good.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
She's.
All right, we're gonna bounce then.
I love you guys. I'll see you later.
I love you guys.
I bounced before the proper goodbye. I'll make amends next time. Are we rolling out on the? Should we roll out on the JoJo's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go ahead and